Alright guys, BLM here, back, another live stream. It's so fucking late. I'll be honest, I'm so tired. Oh, it's been a long fucking, I don't know, 28 hours or so for me. There's been a lot. But we're here. I mean, I'm still gonna stream because I guess that's just what I do. I guess I could unpin that thing from before. Yeah, I intend on finishing Brotherhood here and then see if I even start Revelations. Yeah, it's been a rough few days. With just had a family thing happen. I'll just fucking talk about it. I mean, my mom had a like mini stroke essentially, to where I had to. Well, obviously, I was in the emergency room with her and stuff yesterday, and then she's fine now, seemingly. But it was weird. Like that's why I'm late here. I went over to their place and like checked up on them and stuff. But yeah, she seems fine now, but I don't know. That was weird. But I mean, like the thing is, like she's normal now. Like it's very strange. I don't even like I mean I get like it's okay. Like what she had, I is it TIA, a transient ischemic attack, like a stroke that lasts only a few minutes. But essentially, like she just lost, like she essentially had an amnesia for like a day. And like she had like no memory. Well, like she had like she lost like memory of the last like 4 or 5 months. Um, for like the last day. And then like now she seems to like be fine outside if she just doesn't remember yesterday. Um, so yeah, again, that was a lot. Also again, on Wednesday, my dad is actually having surgery, on his hip, to where I'm also gonna have to be there for him there, to where we'll see what happens Wednesday stream. And like, too, for it should be fine. Like, we'll probably still be here, but okay. If I'm not, that's probably gonna be the reason. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on with my parents right now, I guess. But yeah, sure. I mean, there's not even like really that much like reality TV going on right now. I mean, there's BBCAN. Which I mean, like straight, I've not been paying attention to. Again, like again last, like I've really done nothing channel related for like since Friday. So too far, there's not really much BB Can to have there though, right? It's like, yeah, I know about Vivek winning HOH and he's going after Bailey. I know about that. But I don't think there is much to update outside. Obviously, we had an episode tonight, but it's just gonna be that though, right? But yeah, like challenge stuff. Yeah, we just don't know still, right? Which is shocking. Um, yeah. This is actually gonna be kind of an interesting week, BBCAN wise, where it's gonna be kind of like it's like it could end up being like the guys versus the girls. Will it? I mean, Anthony's Anthony, so probably not. But it could be at least. Again, theoretically, it could be this battle over which pawn stays in, I guess. What was the HOH comp? I don't even think I know what the HOH comp was, actually. Yeah, that would make sense of why we don't know who the boots are. And also, it would make sense, like, thematically, that there's a redemption house for Challenge 40. He nominated Goose as a pawn while Dennis tried to push him towards Tola. Yeah, I mean, like, Dennis, like, from what I understand, like, Dennis is trying to make him backdoor Anthony, right? Musical chairs with lights. Okay. Yeah, that seems fine. Again, seems equitable. Yeah, I mean, like, I guess, like, yeah, like, musical chairs obviously is, like, pretty much a luck-dependent game for most part. And we got a great HOH result. I mean, again, Vivek isn't doing enough with it. Um, but at least like theoretically, um, it should be good. Elijah's Ramses 2.0. Again, I don't know if he's Ramses because like Ramses was even in the group. Like at least Elijah is like theoretically in the core group. Not core group, but like at least in the majority alliance. Like he would be more, I don't know, more like Mark, I guess. If Mark, or if he had a showmance, I guess. I don't know. It's like I don't think Ramses is a fair comparison, but I think it's like it's like I think he's better than Ramses, but he's still not good though. Um, so about Charlie screaming Taylor Swift the entire stream. Obviously, that's obviously a moment we can talk the entire stream for. Um, as I mentioned last stream, I mean, what if he doesn't get the Sia award because he yelled Taylor Swift? What if Sia's like so pissed off that how dare he not say Sia instead of Taylor Swift? I mean, um, I'm Charlie's whatever. Like I'm not like I don't dislike Charlie, but I'm also I don't like love Charlie either as a TV presence. Like he's just fine. I'm surprised he's gotten as much screen time as he has. Which like it does like I would be shocked if Charlie's not like someone that makes it far. Because he's essentially like Brando if Brando got screen time. Um, because like Brando also was in this like exact same position. Um, so it's like the fact that like he's actually getting this like consistent screen time throughout the season. Like I think like he's going to be there for a while. Either that or he's being set up for like a big like moment. Like what like it could be that like his blind side is like like one of the best moments of the season or something. They're really trying to prop him up for that. I'm surprised I haven't gotten Detector right now, by the way. Um, well, that was like really smooth for me not paying attention. Gem was on Sega Tribe. What would the content be first week? I don't know. And like the funny thing is that like yeah, I mean like Gem was like invisible. Like for okay, cool. Okay, I love how like I say that and then I fuck it up that way. But like Gem. Wait. I forgot. Is there a checkpoint there? Or should I be worried right now that I could really fuck this up? All right, there we go. We're good. Yeah, yeah, like Gem was just like not even on the show, episodes 2 and 3. So it is funny that like yeah, like the only content we're getting from Seago at this point is from someone that like wasn't okay, cool, wasn't even on the show for a while. Does Hunter have a winner quote? I don't remember if he has a winner quote. I'll be honest, like straight up, I have not been paying as much attention this season's edit. Where like I feel like with 45 and everything, I could still like recite like things people said in confessional. Um, that would like lead to them being a potential winner. I don't even think I could do that at 46. Like just like, and I don't know if it's because just, I just don't care about this season that much. Like I don't know if it's because like Australian Survivor is so good that was like what I was more focusing on. But like straight, I just don't even remember episode 1 that well anymore. Yeah, Gem had a win. I remember Gem having a winner quote, which is really I think keeping Gem alive. Because outside that, her content seems so situational. Where like I think if she didn't have that one line, she would not even be in contention for me. Is 46 in debate for worst pre-merge of all time? I mean, yeah, like we're only one episode away from the end of the pre-merge, so it's not great. I don't know if it's like worst of all time. Where like at least things are happening. Like there's got like I mean like I don't remember my pre-merge ranking, but like I feel like there's definitely pre-merges where like not much actually happened. Or like here it feels like things are happening. It's just that are those things that I want to happen? Like I don't know. It's like again we got this like massive character arc for Banu. It's like did I want that? Not really, but it's at least something that makes it notable. And like the downfall of Jelinski is still good. That was still a good episode. But yeah, it's not a great pre-merge though. Feels like Sega had no drama. Yeah, yeah. Like I mean, Sika just seems like the Kumbaya tribe. It doesn't really feel like they have much going on really at all. Um, like I assume that like if they get to the merge without ever going to tribal, I think they're gonna at least attempt to stick together. Um, with I think like Gem potentially being someone that can mess that up. But like I really feel like everyone else there is someone that I think will probably try to at least keep that group together. Um, we've seen this insane cat. Oh, I did actually see this actually. Yeah, I did see this on Twitter earlier today. Um, okay, cool. Fuck. But yeah, what was it? Khan is on there. And then like Callum, is that his name from Love Island? Love Island Games, is how I know who he is. Then like Brittany, who was on Bachelorette or Bachelor, one of the two. I don't fucking know which one. But then Challenge Australia. I remember Frankie Muniz is there. Who's the other person? Oh, Sky from BBAU. BBAU 2014, I think, is the year. That's insane. Like, because it's like, so it's from so far back. But then also, she's also like, I believe she's like a big social media person now, right? That she's like a mommy vlogger or something like that. Like, I think she's like the Australian Erin Grease, whatever her last name is. Um, oh, how am I not failing this? I don't think I've ever done this way ever. Um, fuck. Okay. How is this not failing? Whatever. Yeah, Aaron hasn't changed. Aaron is the same. Do I believe is Randon Medevac Kenzie would have gone home? I don't know. I mean, like, it. Like, do I? Okay, this is the thing. Was Kenzie going home at the time that they were told about the Medevac? It's seeming like yes, based on like how the show portrays it, at least. However, do I actually think Kenzie would have gone home? No. Because the thing is, like, Banu tells them that stuff immediately after, right? It's not like Banu is telling them that, like, because they're not going to tribal. He's just telling them that because he's Banu. Like, he would have told them that anyway. So, like, I think no matter, like, I think what would have happened is that Banu would have just told them anyway, and then he would have gotten voted out because of that. So, like, do I think Kenzie was actually going home no matter what in that round? No. But, like, was Kenzie potentially going home at that moment that they were told? Again, that's up for debate. And I think it, like, the show is at least trying to make us think that. Which I will say, actually, this is the one thing that's changed for me for Survivor. Because, like, straight up, I've not really thought much about Survivor since last stream. But I think the one thing that I've been reading these, like, Edgic posts that, like, some people are, like, getting, like, kind of high on Kenzie. To where, like, I'm kind of being convinced that, like, Kenzie's not, like, out of it. So I think there's at least, like, there's at least, like, a potential story for, like, a Kenzie win. Again, she's not, like, number one on my list or anything. But I moved her up to, like, 5, I think. Like, I think there is, like, a chance of a Kenzie win. Because I think the thing is, like, even, like, in this last episode, like, the negativity that she was given, where, like, we have, her, like, lashing out at Banu, which wasn't even really much of her lashing out, but, like, we then have her, like, being able to, like, course correct that. Oh, fuck off! There was no checkpoint in that. And again, like, I don't think the show wants us to look at her as a villain. Like, I think the show wants us to look at her as, like, this big player. I agree. I think that is the one, like, thing that's, like, it does feel like some of the negativity that she is getting is unnecessary. Which I think is the critique here, for sure. But I don't think she's, like, as dead as I was thinking she was, though. Like, what I remember Sky is that she was fun, but also it was 10 years ago. So, like, I barely remember... Like, I mean, like, I remember her, but, like, I don't know if I remember her correctly. Um, but yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think it kind of feels like Eric. It's like a mix of Erica and Jam Jam to me. It's like it's Erica in the sense that we're getting this like constant talk about how much she's a threat in the way that Erica's edit was, but we're also getting this like big, like constant presence sort of edit that like Jam Jam was getting that had like sprinkles of negativity early on. I feel like it kind of feels like a mix of those two, though. Again, like it is definitely more negative than Jam Jam's was, to where like that is the thing that like again makes it so like I don't think she's like a top contender, but again, like I think she's probably above both Tiffany and Q for me at this point. Definitely above, I mean, like she was always above Q, but like I think at this point I would have her above Tiffany. Like I think she's the most likely Yanu, but again, I don't know if Yanu contains the winner anyway. You just made a quiz on something. Yeah, I obviously watched the Bad Girls Club 6 premiere. By the way, I did finish my Ghost Island rewatch. Because I mentioned this before that I decided to just... Okay, cool. I was doing the Laced Up Lauren Survivor, like rewatching Survivor seasons through Laced Up Lauren streams. And yeah, I did, and like the last season that she has available as of right now, because like it gets delayed after 2 months, is Ghost Island. So I decided, fuck it. Okay, I haven't watched Ghost Island forever. Like Ghost Island is actually probably one of the more recent seasons that I have watched twice that I actually don't remember as well as I should. So I decided to rewatch it. And fuck, that was dumb. But yeah, my opinion hasn't really changed. It's about the same. I mean, like it's probably like slightly higher, straight up. Like I think it's like it's not like it's still bad, but it's probably like I think the like post-merge stretch that we talk about like as being like really bad is not as bad as I remember. But it's still not a good season though. They're gonna get Dom and Wendell both have winner edits. I think they both had edits that like I remember at the time I didn't know which one of the two was winning. I actually leaned Dom coming into the finale. And I would stand by that. Like I don't know if I would stand by Dom being the number one coming into the finale, but I would at least stand by like yeah, it's super close between the two. I do think like really though, it's like it really is like the Dom and Wendell show though. It's like I think it's like very clear one of the two are going to win for like a lot of that season. Okay, well that was terrible. I do not consider Nicole Franzel to be a two-time Big Brother winner. Yeah, Ghost Island is just such a dud cast. By the way, I find it so funny how Laced Up Lauren loves two people on that cast. Loves Wendell and loves Chelsea. Like the literally like the two people that she loves on that season are the winner of the season, and the most purple person of the season. And it's funny because I believe she ended up hating Wendell on Winners at War, which that's about right. I think she liked Laced Up Lauren just because she thought she was hot. Or fuck, I thought Laced Up Lauren liked Chelsea because she thought she was hot. Fuck me. Which yeah, I mean she's not wrong. It's funny because like someone even mentioned in chat of like Chelsea is like very NPC and like she got like super insulted like saying that oh no Jenna is more NPC and like all these other people are more NPC, which is like too fair. I mean like they're also like not that prominent, but like Chelsea is like the most nothing person on that season. Okay, well that was just okay. Cool. I really failed that because I was taking a drink. Whatever. Who's the person that does watch along? Is she as funny as Will Neff? No, she's not that interesting. But she is rewatching Survivor, or she is watching Survivor for first time. She's actually almost done, so I don't know what she's gonna do after that. Like she's starting up 43 soon, I believe. Again, that's the link to her stuff. But I didn't find her until she was watching IOI. To where, like, I probably would have just went along and watched throughout like all of Survivor, with her streams. Because again, I like technically I should rewatch Survivor. Like even though like obviously like I do still have a very good memory of seasons and everything. I still like there's definitely a lot of middle seasons in particular that I should probably rewatch. And that's why I end up rewatching Ghost Island. Because I felt like that was one of the seasons that like I didn't have the greatest memory of. Yes, that obviously what a great name for a stream. But she watched from season 10 on. Which, again, I don't understand. Who the fuck are telling these streamers to start season 10? Because, like, Will Neff also started Palau. I don't get it. Who the fuck is telling people to watch Palau first? But, yeah, I thought this last stream, she has terrible opinions on the game. Is that a medevac? I didn't even know there was a medevac. Randomly saw Matt Tarrant from 2016 watched his season on stream. Oh, is that a thing? That's cool. I would have wanted to watch that. Can I played a terrible post-merge game? I don't know if she played a terrible post-merge game. Like, I mean, like, not as good as Ferris, for sure. But I wouldn't say she played a terrible post-merge game. Where it's like, okay, like, again, it's a very rocky one. But I wouldn't say it's a terrible one. Draft? I don't know. Straight up, I don't feel like it. So probably not. But I don't know. But yeah, like I think like Palau is probably one of the worst seasons ever. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And like it's a season that is like so reliant on challenges. To where like again like I talked about this with Will Neff, to where like even though I think Will Neff is still Will Neff, to where like he still would have loved the challenge beast and everything, I think that does paint your perception of the show, right? By watching a season that is like so reliant on challenge strength, or her opinions, not good ones. I don't know. It's like again, like I said, like she's like the most casual of casuals. Like she is like, and obviously she is streaming her reactions to the show. She's obviously hamming it up because it's the point of reactions. But yeah, I mean like she just has like such a like instant reaction to like literally everything, whether it be like positive or like she's just like so buys into the edit of things. I mentioned this with like the comparison between her and Will Neff. Like I feel like Will Neff, like at least there is like some like behind the scenes knowledge. I feel like with Will Neff, like Will Neff still like acknowledges the fact that this is a TV show, that this is a like edited product, and I think he's like aware of that fact. Where like at least that Lauren watches the show seemingly like not being aware of that fact, and just like takes everything at face value and hates people like whenever like the edit wants you to hate these people. Once you get dressed, you follow me to the play. Just someone watches the stream and the mods ban you. That would be funny. That's about Sisters of the Moon. I mean, she also said Miss Sisters of the Moon at some point, I believe. Wait, what? How do they feel that one? Okay, whatever. This is stupid. At least the Lauren is the NPC. Well, there we go. Okay, I'm not like Frankie Muse is like whatever. I mean, like he's such a nothing person nowadays. So where like I could see him being on I'm a Celebrity. I'm a Celebrity Australia is what makes it funny. That yeah, it's like that's just funny. But it's not shocking that he's doing shows like that. He picked up on Eric giving up the necklace immediately. Yeah, like it's so funny. Like again, okay, this is the part of the story I didn't get to. I've decided to rewatch Dave vs. Goliath as well. To where I'm at the like I think I'm just gonna rewatch all of her VODs that are available of Survivor. Because like I've watched her most of her Winners at War. Watch through. I rewatched 41. And I rewatched like half of Edge of Extinction, and I rewatched Ghost Island. So it's like I feel like at this point I might as well just rewatch everything that's there. So like again, I'll rewatch her Dave vs. Goliath. Watch through. I'll finish Edge of Extinction. I'll watch IOI, which that'll be something. And then I'll watch the rest. Oh, and I watched like half of 42. I didn't mention that. So I'll finish watching 42, and then she'll watch 43, 44, 45, and I'll rewatch those. And like, again, like I was planning on doing this anyway, because like I'm gonna do the season ranking after 46. So like I wanted to refresh myself on like some of these seasons I've only watched once, or like only watched them at the time that they came out. So like I was gonna do this anyway. With specifics, like I wasn't gonna rewatch Ghost Island until this, but I was gonna rewatch New Era though anyway. So it's like I might as well just do it here. Davis Goliath thing. She loves Christian and Gabby. Hates Dan. Hates Angelina. Hates Nick. Dude, she liked Nick right away, and then someone told her about Nick making a policy to fuck that you can fuck your cousin. And she hates alliance names. She hates the fact that he names all of his alliances. Why she hate Dan? I just think she thinks he's a dick, like a douchebag. Which, to be fair, it's not shocking. I mean, again, the edit didn't want you to like Dan. Also, can someone please, like, for the love of God, when she's watching a season live, if any of you are watching her live, and she makes a comment about how ugly the idols look, can someone like fucking get her attention and just tell her that this is intentional? Because like she keeps like every single time they fucking get an immunity idol, she fucking complains about how ugly it looks and like that, oh my god, they ran out of budget. It's like, no, this is on purpose. Like this is intentional. Like obviously they have the budget to make a fucking good idol. Like this is obviously on purpose. Like they're doing it so that people can make fake idols and make him come off as believable. Like this has a reason to it. Yeah, like it's funny because like I was watching her David vs. Goliath thing. She's complaining about in David vs. Goliath, but then like someone in chat is mentioning it, and she's just not reading it. But again, there is a purpose to it. I love batching other streamers watching Survivor. Yeah, that I guess that is a thing. But again, like I agree with that. Like I agree with the choice to make ugly idols. I mean that's something I think. Like one, who fucking cares? Who cares what the fucking media idol looks like? You never fucking see it anyway. But again, like making it look like it could be fake just increases the chances they'll have like that aspect of it can like actually pay dividend. Like that, like fake idols down the road can pay dividends, I should say. Is there a watch all of them in a row without having to switch streams? What are we talking about? Oh, you mean like all day? No, I mean I've been going through each stream. So essentially, like her first, most of her streams are like the first 2 hours are her reacting to other shit that I just skip through, and then like the last like 2 hours or so of it is her rewatching or her watching Survivor. But you do have to comb through her VODs to find them. There's also like a week where she didn't seem to watch any Survivor. And I believe even now, like she hasn't, like the last VOD that's available, I think was on Tuesday of her finishing 42. She has been streaming since then. It's just that she hasn't been streaming Survivor, and she's been streaming, I believe, movies. So that's why they're not available. Even though, again, like also this is also the thing, like this is like. you should be getting in trouble for this, right? Like this, again, Will Dev literally got a cease and desist letter from CBS telling him to stop. To where it's like, I mean, like I guess like me telling people to watch her streams probably not good for her in the grand scheme. I mean, think of how many people are really here. But like yeah, I mean like her streaming Survivor or something that like should be taken down. Yeah, he never got to see a rock draw, Will Neff. It's a tragedy. Daisy blindside reaction is so funny, yeah. His reaction to episode 7 was also pretty strong. Yeah, that was the stream of her finishing 42. CBS is watching my streams, imagine. I wonder if who made Castaway Island? What was the name of that company again? Starts with M. I forgot what it's called already. Microids? Is that what it is? Yes, microids. I wonder if they watch my streams. Like, definitely not, right? But like, still, I think that's more probable. Um, a quiz link. Okay, we'll see what it is. Do I think Australian Outback would be last? I don't know what I'm doing with Australian Outback at this point. Probably though. I don't know. I think like my hatred of it like has softened over time. But I also like I still don't like it though. I don't know, it's like this type of season that like. By the way, I saw this fucking quiz name is the Tory Deal Show quiz. Okay, that was fucking stupid. How did I not die? What? Wait, where are they? Am I on the right? Oh wait, oh, they didn't spawn in. Oh, that's so stupid. Okay, kill me, please. Okay, that was so dumb. But no, I'm not putting Marquesas last. I would consider putting All Stars last though. I think the one thing that's like making me not is the fact that it is still cool to see the returning players back and everything. Then and like Rob and Amber storyline's still fine, I guess. I guess. Yeah, Panama's still in this. What is it? Pearl Islands, Panama, China, Micronesia, Heroes vs. Villains, Philippines, Cagayan, Dave vs. Goliath. That's about right. Outside Panama, obviously. Also, there's the first full season that you watched. Well, to be fair, it's the first full season that I remember watching. Okay, what the fuck am I doing? Like, this is just me being dumb. Like, how am I playing this? Whatever. Yeah, like, I mean, I watched Pro Islands as a kid, but, like, I don't even know if I actually watched all of Pro Islands. Like, I know for sure I watched all of All Stars. Which, again, I think, like, is an even a bigger indicator of, like, how shit... Okay, dude, I literally just did the same thing again! Oh, whatever. But I think it's an even bigger indicator of how bad it is. That, like, it is, like, the main season I remember as a kid, and I still think it's really bad. I think Titans vs. Rebels is the best international season at this point. Like, I think it's the only season that truly stands, like, amongst the best of the best of Survivor seasons. Like, it's still, like, pretty insane how good Titans vs. Rebels is. So, like, I listened to Shannon Gus's podcast about it. Like, her, Mike Bloom, and Nick Idanza. And, like, I largely agree with what Mike says. Like, he very much compares it to Cagayan. And I do think it is essentially, like, the Australian Cagayan. Like, it actually does kind of fit together. Like, where, like, Ferris is kind of like the Tony. And, like, obviously, like, it plays out, like, slightly differently at the very, very end. But, like, Kirby's, like, the Spencer. How do I want to do this? Let's see how that goes. Who's the cast? I guess it's... is it Caroline? I guess it, like, has to be Caroline. Where, like, Raymond is the Woo, I guess, right? Kirby's more LJ? Yeah, maybe. But I don't know, I think it's, like, I would say Spencer in the sense that, like, obviously it was, like, this, like, frenemy. That they would, like, work together at points and not at other points. Rihanna is Tasha. Kinda, yeah. I mean, especially if we're, like, comparing her to Spencer. Mark Fitz-Spencer. But I feel like the difference, I don't know. It's like the Ferris Mark relationship, like, doesn't really have much weight to it, right? Mark Fitzgerald. Oh, is like Mark. Actually, I don't even know who Mark actually is. Is Ferris the fifth best? I think I said fourth, didn't I? Last stream. I think below David, Haley, George. but above like Mark. I think he's better than Mark. Especially because we do also have like a bad appearance from Mark. You didn't know Garrick was leaving? I mean, fucking Mark didn't know Sam was leaving. I don't know. I mean, like, yeah, like, I think it's like, I think when we're assessing their game, their winning games, it's very close. I think when we're assessing them as players, though, I do think Ferris is the better player. Like, I do think Mark, I think his winning season was one that was, like, very much catered towards him. Just in, like, where the meta was at that point. Oh, wait, it's not, wait, it's, no? Wait, is that not the guy? Okay, cool. I thought that was the guy who had the kill. Where's Micheletto? Yeah, where would Matthew from UK rank in AU? Matthew's pretty good, right? Oh, fuck, I have to do the entire walk again. Like, Matthew, like, I would say not as good as David, obviously. Is Matthew or Ferris? I think that's actually a debate. I think Ferris is the better player in the grand scheme of things. But Matthew's game is probably cleaner? Yeah, like, I think Matthew's game might be better. To where, yeah, like, I think that also means better than Mark. So, yeah, I mean, I think Matthew's probably 2, then, amongst the AU. But again, AU just in general doesn't have the greatest pool of winners. Or, like, David's game is the only one I would, like, consider, like, top tier, like, amongst US winners. I mean, I guess, like, Ferris is, like, probably, like, bottom top tier. Same thing with Mark. I think they're both, like, bottom top tier. I would say David is, like, middle top tier. Like, David essentially is like Jeremy, to a degree. I think, like, I don't know, better and worse at certain aspects. But, like, I think that's kind of where I would look at him, though. Is like, so, like, around where I would have Jeremy. Oh, wait, I still have to go to this spot. Wait, Kirby was constantly outplayed. I mean, Ferris was constantly outplayed by Kirby, but Kirby was also outplayed by Ferris. At many points. Like, they both outplayed each other. Like, really, I think Ferris's endgame stretch is, like, pretty insane. Like, the fact that he's, like, running the show alongside Kirby, keeping Kirby as a shield, it somehow is able to get the 5 with an idol, despite having a lot of win equity. Where, again, see, based on, like, exit press and everything, based on, like, what we're seeing, it does seem like Ferris beats everybody but Kirby. So, considering that is the case, and he still is able to keep on to his idol at 5, that is insanity. Where it's not like Xander, or, like, who the fuck like, gave a shit about Xander? Like, Xander was never winning. Again, like, technically he could have won in the Shawn Heather Final 3, but still. Like, no one actually looked at Xander's ever a threat. Yeah, like, here, it's like, Ferris, like, wins against almost everybody, and is still able to, like, keep around his idol to 5. Like, that is pretty insane. At least Final Juror, I mean, like, probably lower than Josh. But I don't know. L's interesting. George's obviously interesting. Like, he's probably lower than them, right?
Who are you?
I don't know. He might be 4. Ah, I was so close. That's such bullshit. Okay, well, that's great. Yeah, like, is it, like, also, like, the season being as dynamic as it was, like, it's kind of like a pro and con for Ferris, right? It's like, it's a pro in the sense that, like, despite how dynamic it was, like, he somehow was able to avoid that target constantly, despite, like, again, the dynamics shifting left and right. Okay, I think I got this anyway. There we go. but it's also like a hindrance in that obviously, yeah, he wasn't in the know of like every little thing that was going on in the game. Um,
Drink this.
Mark higher or lower than Moana? I would say lower
Give him a moment.
on the final juror ranking. I don't think Mark's game is particularly good.
I feel slightly better.
And, like, essentially, my rundown on Mark's game, I think really, really strong pre-swap.
Thank you enough.
Like, running the tribe right in the center of everything. Like, could literally do whatever he wants. Post-swap, disastrous. Like, absolutely, like, disaster. Like, could not have played it worse. Like, essentially, should have lost the game there. I think it's very fortunate in that he doesn't lose the game there. And to be fair, part of that is because I think he creates a strong enough bond with Eden to where Eden is like having his back at that point in the game. But still, I mean, like, really terrible gameplay throughout post swap. Then like merge, it's like it's on and off. It's like there's points where he does well, there's points where he's on the outs. I don't think he's necessarily playing it poorly though. Like, I think that's, like, the difference there with, like, with Mark's, like, post-swap and, like, merge phase, where it's, like, yeah, it's, like, okay, he's on the bottom at points and that sort of thing, but I don't think he's, like, doing the wrong thing, though. Where, like, post-swap, again, I think he's just doing everything bad. But it's, like, he's actually, like, doing some optimal stuff in the post-merge. It's just that he's still, like, on the bottom anyway. Yeah, like, and, like, he's the one to, like, pull over Jaden, or pull over Raymond on the Jaden vote, I mean. He had another thing. He was going to get the vote on Kitty at the merge. Like, there's things to give him credit for. He's bad Carla, sure. He didn't want to go to Final 2 of Mark. Did he? I'm too fair. It's like, Eden... I don't know, does Eden beat Mark? I guess that's up for debate. Maybe not. But also, it's like, it's so far out anyway, that's like, it's not really... Like, it's not like they were at, like, Final 5 together. Where I think that would be a point where, like, that would be a genuine criticism. I think, like, when we're talking about, like, he was at fucking Final 12, it's, like, not much of a point. When to battle it out, yeah. But so did Kirby and Ferris, though. And look how that happens. I don't. I think that's like a thing of like Eden, like the super fan in him would want that to happen. But I think if he knew that like Mark would beat him, I do think he would like not go through with that. I think Eden would have had a shot, right? Like I think like he would have Caroline and Kitty. I think Mark has like Val and okay, yep, I definitely want to do that. Yeah, he would have like Val, maybe Jaden in that spot. I don't know. I don't know. I guess it's a bit all over the place, really. Am I gonna actually fail this? That'll be funny if I fail this. Barely made it. Year in gaming. I mean, like again, like the intention is it's gonna be out around the same time every year, so like mid-June. Essentially right before we get halfway through the year to where it's kind of sad that it's coming out in the back half of the year. So like mid-June, which yeah, I did finish Hi-Fi Rush. I literally finished it this morning. Like pretty much the only thing I did today outside of work and go to my parents' place. Where, yeah, Hi-Fi Rush is done. It was good. It's not like Game of the Year or anything. I think I have it ranked 6. It's a fine, like, smaller scale, like, mostly linear single player game. Like, I think it has a really unique combat system, even though I really, like, I really gamed it to where, like, I really cheesed it by the end where, like, I was just literally, just using all the companion attacks, like, constantly, to where, like, it kind of breaks the combat system, but it's still, like, a fun combat system, though. But it's, yeah, it's kind of broken. But it's a fun game, though. Like, I think of the Xbox exclusives I've played so far, that's definitely the best one. But obviously, it's not, like, saying much. Does Bonnie have the most confessionals for Preacher ever? No. I talked about this last stream. I believe he has the second most. Second to Gina. However, I do think he has the most confessionals by the time of episode 4 ever.
Now.
Next video is after AE player ranking. So we got the mid-season power rank for Survivor, which again, that's up, like that's up in the air right now. This Saturday. Obviously the intention would be mid-season power ranking for 46 this Saturday. Again, I don't know how busy I'm gonna be, because I am gonna be helping my parents. And obviously I work on Thursday, all that stuff. So it's like I don't know. Hopefully I can still get the video out. That'll be the intention, but if I can't, it'll be next week. But the intention would be this week. But yeah, after that we got what? BBCAN season ranking. Actually, I just realized my mid-season power ranking for BBCAN is actually a week early on my schedule, so I'll have to do some minor adjusting for that. But who would I vote for Survivor SA? Who would I vote for BBCAN? The Survivor SA one, by the way, is going to be an extra video. Well, essentially, I'm going to be releasing both of those on a Monday and Wednesday together because they're both shorter videos. But yeah, those will be somewhat soon. Then predicting who Jeff Probst would vote for. Assassin's Creed series ranking. Then, I don't know, is that coming out this month? Top 10 Players got Purple Edit. That's probably coming out this month. Well, I mean, April. Like, next month. Then, recasting Australian Fire All-Stars is probably actually coming out, finally. I am due... Like, I recorded the Australian Fire Who Would I Vote For, outside Titans vs. Rebels like a while ago, and I just recorded Titans vs. Rebels part. Which, yeah, that will be at some point. Don't know exactly when. On the schedule right now, it's not until July. Where I believe it was supposed to be coming out earlier, but then I forgot what dropped it down. Oh, it was, what'd I just do? I did something recently. The Challenge 40 cast reaction. I added that as like an actual Wednesday video to like make me not lose this much time. So that ended up bumping that a little bit. But yeah, what's after that? Every second HOA train for ranking every second HOA train for Big Brother. That will be last video of April. Potentially. Again, there's obviously some like juggling around of things that could potentially happen, but that's that. So essentially, like, as of right now, until the 46 finale, everything that I can do is done. Like, obviously, I can't do mid-season power ranking for 46 yet, or for BBCAN. I can't do the... Oh, no, actually, that's not right, because the BBCAN review and player ranking, but it's like, whatever. But, like, my goal right now, I'm deep into the editing process. I'm really trying to finish this batch of videos. Actually, since the last stream, I've edited a lot. Like, I edited a lot over the course of, like, well, I guess not since the last stream. In the last week, I should say. I've edited a lot. In the last week, I've edited... well, Total Draw of Action, I edited last Saturday, I believe. But I edited that retrospective. I edited favorite character for every Big Brother season. Big Brother Who Would I Vote For? Big Brother season ranking. Obviously finished up the Titans vs. Rebels videos. Both of them are done now. Obviously the season review's out, but like the player ranking is also done. And I also edited the BB5 retrospective. Which that took like 2 days. So yeah. Like I got that done Friday night. To where that's also pretty big video. Yeah, I mean, BBCAN's happening. Like, sure, it's going to be like the tagline, headline, whatever, on the VOD, on the VOD channel, just because like there's nothing else to put. But like, it's also like who really cares? It's our first few episodes of Chance of Contenders. Russell's such a character. That is definitely a thing you could describe him as. Jay and Boots, your favorite episode? Yeah, I mean, it's great. I mean, I think it probably is my favorite episode of the season. There's just like so much going on there. and like it like feels like a like really like great individual story as well. Where like it's not like just good because it's this like really big blind side for the season. It's also this like self-contained like story of like this Eden Jaden relationship and everything. That I think is cool too. Yeah, I mean, I think I've just given up on caring on BBCAN12. It's just happening. I'm gonna do videos on it still. I don't really care about it though. And like the sad thing is that that's also kind of how I feel about 46 too. Like I just really don't care about the shows that are currently going on. And it's like I don't know if it's because of like we were just so spoiled with Australian Survivor and how good that was. But yeah, like I just don't care that much about 46 or BBCAN12. So again, I think it's like a mix of like Australian Survivor is just so good, and also I'm like really trying to go all in on trying to finish editing these videos. Like essentially ever since those shows started, to where I haven't been putting as much like thought into those shows. Though, like to be fair, I think BB like did that to themselves. Yeah, like I would be shocked if anything is better than Titans vs Rebels. Like I genuinely just don't have faith in in any other production team to put together a show better than Titans vs Rebels. Which again, it's insane that that's the case with Australian Survivor, that we're at that point where Australian Survivor actually has like the best currently running production team for a Survivor show. Because again, obviously, SA is technically better to a degree. I mean, to be fair, like I think it's up for debate at this point. I mean, like I think the thing that's holding Australian Survivor back is more so the network, more so than it is the production. I don't know. I mean, they still had episode 10 though, so I mean that's which obviously was a good episode, but like it's still like broken. I guess I don't know, like unfair in the way that it's a good episode. Ulcers 4 I think is gonna be good. I don't know if it's gonna be good enough though. Look at the Balin Wonderworld subreddit. Why? Why'd you do that? Top post is someone calling it shit. That sounds about right. I should stream Balin Wonderworld. That would be funny. But I've been very much considering streaming FF7. Because like I haven't played FF7 for myself, again, beyond the first few hours. And I would like to get footage of it for like a potential video down the road. To where I kind of want to play it on stream. Well, I kind of want to play it, and I feel like playing it on stream would like at least make me play it. But also, I don't know how interesting FF7 is going to be of like a stream game when I'm not paying attention. Yeah, OG. I'm talking about OG. Okay, cool. Because like obviously there's like a lot of reading involved and that sort of thing. Like there's no voice acting, so it's like, which obviously most people don't care. But am I really just gonna be like scrolling through endless like things of text, not reading it? So I don't know. Yeah, I'm talking about Final Fantasy VII. By the way, Maximilian finished Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and he fucking loves it. So fuck me. Which I do. I expected that, but like still, it's like it's funny because like I'm watching his reaction to it, and like his reaction is like essentially my reaction. It's just that we have like completely different interpretations of that of like why we're reacting to these things. It's like we're like noticing the same things. It's just that I hate those things and he loves those things. It's just very weird to see that. Quebec is next week. Is that okay? I don't know if we'll do a draft. I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't know how interesting it is just because, like, I have not looked at the cast at all, and I don't know if I care enough to. Like, SA return. Yeah, I think SA's likely to return, like, I would say, like, next year. Actually, wait, when was Return of the Outcast? That was 2022, right?
I want to see the Pope.
Yeah, I would say next year. Like, realistically, like, this year would have also made sense, but we obviously don't have much word about... Like, we would have heard about it by now, right? So, yeah, I would say 2025, maybe 2026. I mean, because, like, with Survivor South Africa... Have I been saying Australian Survivor? Survivor South Africa, like, it usually does take a break after a few seasons. Again, up until the modern era of the show, like it did take a 3-year break in between seasons 2 and 3. It took a 3-year break in between season 3 and 4, or no, between 4 and 5. I mean, and then it took a, what was that? Was it 5-year gap? No, 4-year gap in between 5 and 6. So, yeah, like it taking like another 4 or 5 year, 3-4 year gap. I mean, makes sense. Like when people were saying that, oh, it's canceled, like I don't think that was ever, like actually what was going on. Like it was never gone for good. It just simply is like, yeah, the network is like looking at other shows right now. They'll bring it back eventually. But yeah, like I do feel like it's definitely coming back eventually. Again, unless the Meryl situation stopped things, which again, I don't think it did, considering no one talked about it. Which obviously is a shame that no one talked about it, but like, I don't think that played a factor into anything. You can go for 15 minutes. We'll see you in 15 minutes then. Yeah, I mean, Championship Contenders is kind of the point where like Australian Survivor does start to edit their show in a way where like they just don't give a shit about like over half the cast. Like the first 2 seasons, despite having these big casts and everything, were relatively balanced edits. Like obviously there was the person here and there that like Odette and like Ben that didn't get that much content in 2017. But like 2018 is like really the point where like they really start to not give a shit. What's the Meryl situation? Meryl claims that she was sexually what's the term? Harassed or abused by one of her fellow players. And that production didn't do anything about it, which is obviously terrible. Like, I mean, like the fact that like yeah, it's strange how like that didn't make more news. Where like she did a podcast about it. And like obviously like when it happened, like people were talking about it on Reddit and stuff, but like it feels like just no one talked about it ever again. Where like obviously like you want to give like LaRue and stuff like the benefit of the doubt and everything, but it definitely is like a very damning look. Where am I going? Is this the right way? Okay, this did not feel like the right way, but I guess it is. Better Final 5 boot, Kirby or Carla? Kirby. I don't think it's that close for me. Like, it's like Kirby at least did run portions of the game. She at least did like run like votes. I don't even know what Carla ran. Stranger Paradise would be funny, actually. I actually would like to play Stranger Paradise. Should I just play every Final Fantasy game on stream? I think that would be kind of funny. Because I do own all of them but the Pixel Room. All the PS4 on. Outside of Pixel Remaster. Which, again, I could buy that digitally. I'm so annoyed now, though, that I didn't buy a physical copy of that. It's so annoying how expensive that is. Because I always wanted one. I just thought, you know, yeah, like, I'm not going to spend, like, fucking... How much was it at launch? Like, $80 or $90? Because, like, they fucking charged more than a normal game for it. I was like, fuck that, I'm not paying that. But, like, now I kind of regret it. By the way, I did end up pre-ordering Pentiment for PS5. Like a limited run copy. And I'll probably do the same for Hi-Fi Rush. Where, like, I like Hi-Fi Rush enough to buy a physical copy for like $40 or whatever. Current thoughts of 46? Not good. Like, I've just been struggling to care. It's just, yeah. I really just have not really been thinking about it outside of when I'm streaming and talking about it. Which I think is just kind of sad. And again, like, I think it's like, there might be extraneous circumstances to cause that. With like Australian Survivor and me just being busy outside that, but like still, it's just kind of sad. Like, I feel kind of sad that I don't care that much about this season. Wait, oh, okay, I completely went the wrong way. Yeah, is that just a thing? I guess it's like, again, Amazon, like, again, I have my qualms of Amazon, but obviously it's still good for the time. Okay, what the fuck is going on? Let me fucking climb down. Wait, where am I supposed to be going? Wait, okay, I think yeah, I fucked this up so bad. Yeah, obviously, like, Micronesia was good, but, like, yeah, every other 6 season hasn't been good. But, again, we're so early on. And, like, Jeff did seem to be high on the season. So, I don't know, maybe there's better shit to come. We'll see. See, I don't think, like, for me, it's not boredom. Like, I see people, like, a lot of people are saying that, oh, they're bored with this season. I'm not bored. I just don't care. Where I'm not, like, watching the episode and thinking that, oh my god, this is so boring. I just don't care. Because I found Banu, like, a really interesting character. Like, he's a very unique character, to where, like, there's at least, like, something to that. I don't think he's I don't think, because we got, like, so much of Banu, that it was, like, a boring show. But it's just not, like, the show I want, though.
That has been made abundantly clear to me.
It's high on 44, too, yeah. But again, I can at least, like, understand why he was high on 44. Like, I don't even know why he would really be high on this season so far. 20 best challenge episodes ever. That's number 1.
The assassins murdered him.
Why did you not stop them?
The boot. Okay, I mean, I guess.
It was not my decision to attack Montericcione. It was yours.
Actually, how far back is this? Like, when was this made? Okay, this is somewhat recent because War of the Worlds 2 is on here.
Despite the constant interference of
Yeah, I think
like you.
Benedict Laurel, War of the Worlds 2 episode 4 is number 3. I think that's probably the answer I would give for best episode. But yeah, I mean, Ruins episode 2, that's also pretty good. Inferno 2 episode 3, that's the Tanya situation, right? Yeah, and that was fine. I don't know if it would be that high, but it's good. Gauntlet episode 13, I don't remember what that is. I think it's Sarah winning elimination. Yeah, and it was good. I don't know if it would be that high. The Duel episode 8 as best elimination. Yeah, it's good. Final Reckoning episode 13.
If I want you to die, you
How do I talk over this scene? This is like one of my favorite scenes just because how fucking stupid this is.
is the piece of Eden.
Stop! I know it.
Oh, this is where Zach and Amanda win. Okay, yeah, that would be up there. I think the episode where
It's me.
in Vendettas,
You are my sister.
where Bananas goes home, that would also be up there, I think.
Where is it?
Best episodes. Jordan Booten, Free Agents, yeah, that's pretty good.
Where is the apple?
CT Booten, Rivals, that's pretty good.
Tell me.
Yeah. I think it'd be interesting to, like, if I cared enough. Oh yeah, fucking Final Reckoning finale, that would also be up there too. Anyway, I mean, like, I wish I had the time to, like, actually, like, create that list. I think that would actually be kind of interesting to see what, like, the best episodes of the challenge are for me, but also it's like I just don't see myself actually taking the time to ever do that. Times vs. Rebels, Sarah is too hot to be forgettable. Sarah doesn't really do much for me. But to each their own. Yeah, Jordan Banana elimination is pretty good. Like, that's definitely a top tier episode. About Quebec, one of the contestants from the season is still currently.
I
Wait,
know
he's the
where that
mayor?
bastard is going. San Pietro.
How's that work? Like, how's that work if you're you're supposed to be this like big government leader, and you're just gone playing a reality show for a month? Like, imagine fucking just Joe Biden, again, if he was able to, just like left the presidency to be a fucking Survivor player for a month. Tempted to start watching the challenge, but there's so much of it. Yeah. Yeah, like I don't even know where to find it at this point. I mean, I know like I had links at a point. I think the links I used to have are gone now. So like I'm planning on doing a season 2 retrospective in this next batch of videos. I don't know where to find it as of right now. Like obviously like I'll look when I get around to it. But like yeah, I don't think I currently have links to it.
Assassino.
Actually, let's see. By the way, I never looked at the Tory Deal show quiz. But yeah, I feel like there's almost no fucking way I'll know like all these challenge questions anyway. But I'll look at it at some point. Amazing Race is Amazing Race. Like it's fine. It's tolerable. It's not as bad as I thought. Like so far at least, it's not been as bad as I thought it would be. Considering the 90-minute episodes, and obviously it wasn't filmed for 90 minutes. So we're like that just seems like a complete disaster for Amazing Race. But yeah, I mean it's been better than the disaster I thought it would be. That's at least something, right? 46 46 definitely better. Quebec won. No, dude, if I were to rank 46 right now, it would be like pretty low, right? Where am I going with this? Is that really where I'm going? How do I not? I've played this game so much. How the fuck do I not remember this game well enough? Like this is literally like one of my most played games of all time. I feel like this stream, I'm just like not remembering what the fuck I'm doing. I feel like there's too much reality TV right now. Went from 45. Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, there's been like this massive streak of shows, like really ever since Big Brother. I think since BB25 started, it's really been like almost non-stop reality shows. And yeah, it definitely does feel like too much at this point. Why am I being dumb? Is it just here? Yeah, okay, I'm just a fucking idiot. Whatever. Cool. Yeah, it does feel like obviously, like Traders ended, Australian Survivor ended. I mean, we do have a lot going. We still have a lot going on. It's just that it's like a lot of the things that are going on are like one episode a week things instead of like multi episodes a week. Where like it's like Amazing Race, and like they're all on the same days too, right? It's like Amazing Race, Survivor are both on Wednesday. BBCAN is just not really happening because it's BBCAN with no live feeds. I believe Challenge All Stars is also going to be on Wednesday, right? So like Challenge All Stars starts in a few weeks, right? I already forgot the premiere date. It's April something. You have links up to Rivals. To be fair, maybe I do have that link. Let's actually see. Because I think I did have a link at one point. I just haven't checked it in forever. And I just assumed it was gone. Oh, maybe I don't. I have Genius. Do I not have Challenge? I have Genius. I have like Sasuke links. I have Pro Sportsman #1 links. I have Celebrity Sportsman links. I think I must have gotten rid of my challenge one, which probably means the link I had was bad by that point. I would assume. Yeah. Yeah. Mr. Beast is doing a reality show. That is a thing that is happening. Yeah, it'll be. I mean, like it'll be interesting to see what he does. I mean, like obviously, like I've watched some of his videos, not many, but I've watched like the obviously Squid Game, but like the one that had Jesse's son in it, and that was also very well made. I mean, like I think it'll be interesting to see how it comes together as like this like show that has this like really massive budget. Where like, wasn't he given like $100 million? Which, like, to give context, like, Survivor's budget, I believe, is $20 million. For a show that films, like, in another country and, like, it has, like, have 1 billion people flown out and, like, a whole bunch of big sets and all that, like, all that stuff. It's, like, and also pays each of its members of its cast. Where, like, the lowest you can come out of Survivor, like, if you're first boot on Survivor, you still get $11,000. Like, that's a show that, like, again, that budget is $20 million. So it's like, what are they going to do with $100 million for a reality show? Made Survivor video. I know he made, like, a thing about, like, surviving on an island, right? But I didn't watch it. I don't know, Willy Wonka Scotland thing? Like, what? I assume it's just like a... Okay, cool. Is it just one of those, like B-movie sort of things? Or is it actually, like, by a big studio? What happened? Would you, like, come back exactly 15 minutes later? Yeah, 1,000 contestants also. Yeah, realistically, I don't know if it'll go particularly well, especially as a TV product. I think it is the questionable thing for me and how it's gonna work. And like also, I think that's also the interesting thing about Mr. Beast though, is that like he's gonna try something new, right? New for like the television media, because like obviously with the like shows like Survivor and all that, like these pre-recorded shows, they obviously like try to like formulate this like story around the show based on like what the results are, to where like they're always gonna try to give the story of, if not the winner, at least of like the runner-up or like whatever. They're like people that make it deep into the game. Where like I feel like Mr. Beast's like style of video is more so like just kind of showing what happened, and like if people are interesting then show them and that sort of thing. So it's like I think it could be interesting. But I believe it's coming out at the end of the year, right? Isn't that what they said? Is that it's gonna be at like the end of 2024? So, yeah, I mean, it'll probably be on my year in reality TV video. Why am I doing this, by the way? Do I have to kill all these people? I don't, right? I just have to escape, right? Yeah, it hasn't filmed yet, yeah. It's about the OG character created from the experience from earlier this month. Okay. I don't even know what that is, but okay. But that's a quick turnaround, right? What is this YouTube video?
Look, I'll be very
Oh.
kind in my remarks. But
Sure.
I this is the worst Survivor episode I've seen in my life. Like you're gonna have the kind of like Survivor Intelligentsia try and sugar it up as much as you can, but that was just fucking dog shit.
Gotta love King George, but was it actually the worst episode of Survivor ever? Probably, I don't know, probably not. It wasn't great though. Like I don't know, would it be bottom 50? Probably. I don't know if it'd be bottom, like I don't know if it'd be the worst ever. Likely theme for 50? No theme. I think is like I'm returnees obviously, but I would not be shocked if there's no formal theme. Like I would not be shocked if Survivor 50 is just called Survivor 50. Again, 3 tribes, 18 people, returning players. Probably, what, 2/3 of them from New Era? Like a few people here and there from older seasons. I think it's... I just don't know what they're really doing, though. I think it's going to be tough. And, like, the thing is, like, I don't think they're trying, though, right? It's, like... It's weird because, like, obviously 50 is this, like, big, grand number that it feels like you should be doing something, like, really big. And especially because they haven't had a returnee season so long. Yet, I don't think that's what they're striving for. Again, listening to Jeff talk about it, it does feel like he talked about, like, okay, we know that, okay, we just did Winners at War. There's expectations. And he's like... It doesn't seem like he cares. He's like, we're never going to live up to that. It's essentially like the way he seems to be thinking of it. And that there's no way we're going to outdo Winners at War. So why really try? To where, like, it makes me wonder, like, okay, is it just generic All-Stars? Is it, like, Second Chance? I think it could be Second Chance. But, I could also just see it being a random fucking group of returnees, and then it's just Survivor 50. Yeah, what is this Willy Wonka experience? Oh, there, I do see it. Horror movie based on viral Willy Wonka experience. Coming soon. Fuck New York Times. Fucking make you have an account just to read their thing. Wait, is this it? Willie's chocolate experience? Is this the thing? Oh yeah, Scotland. Oh, we did talk about this, didn't we? Yeah, the thing that was like, it was made of like AI images and stuff. Okay, I do remember this now, actually. Banu return? Probably not. Oh wait, this is the link to the... Okay. This is 11 through... what is that? 11 through 17? And 18. Oh, thank God, Spring Break Challenge is here! Okay, yeah, I'll save these. Australian Survivor exam. We'll see how that goes. But no, I don't think Banu's coming back. Where I think people are like under the impression that he is. Because like Jeff obviously clearly liked him, and like he does support him on the podcast and everything. Of saying that, oh, if you don't think Banu should have been cast for a show, maybe that's why you're not on Survivor. But like, I still think he stands by Banu as like a casting choice and everything. But I don't think he stands by. Like, I don't think he's bringing Banu back though. Okay, I'm seeing what this link is.
What sorcery is this?
Oh, anyway. But yeah, like I think he recognized that Banu is someone that's like not meant for Survivor, where he explicitly says that. Like I don't think he thinks Banu is like someone that's gonna give anything on the return. To where like I don't think he intends on ever bringing Banu back, but I think he just like very much like respects what Banu brought the first time though. And yeah, I think Banu is definitely someone that, like, we do not need to see again. I think it's good. The guy who created it said it ruined his life. Well, that's tragedy. Wait, what is the horror movie about, though? Okay, cool. Well, that was kind of bad. So only 12 people from 9 seasons of New Era. Okay, cool. Probably, yeah. That's the way it has to be. I mean, unless we're going bigger casts, more days, but I don't think they are. I think they'll keep the same days. I don't know. It's tough. Again, like, I think they've really pigeonholed themselves. And, like, I don't know what they're going to do. Like, I think it's just, like, I'm just genuinely, like, confused at how they're going to do it. Because, like, to do a proper returnee season... Wait, how the fuck did I lose the target? But to do, like, a proper returnee season, you need more days, fundamentally. But that's just not the headspace they're in, based on, like, how we're seeing Jeff talk about the show. Especially because, like, Jeff talks about, like, this concept of, like, he wants to see, like, people that didn't play in the New Era face off against people that, like, play the New Era, essentially. So where it's, like, it very much applies, like, to me that, like, he does intend on the next returning season being in the, like in a New Era, like, landscape. Like, 26 days, fast pace, whatever, dangerous fun. Like, I think that is the intention. Wait, did that guy not die? Cool. But it's like, it doesn't work. Like, it doesn't make sense. I would not be shocked if it's... Again, I think Second Chance makes sense. Like, if they are going to do a theme, I think if they did Second Chance, I'll be like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. I think the issue is that there are so many, like, big winners recently that I think they would want to bring back. Specifically, Marianne and Jam Jam. I think 1,000,000,000% they want Marianne and Jam Jam back. Which I think is the minor issue with that. But, yeah, like, I think... Are you fucking serious? I have to kill the enemy, but the enemy is, like, in an area I can't go to? Whatever. I think it's theoretically possible, but again, if we're looking at, like... Again, like... a returnee cast of only 18 people... I don't know if they make the cut. I don't know if Austin makes the cut in particular. Dee, I think, is interesting because obviously she's on Fire. So again, I think before On Fire, I would have said no. But it does feel like Jeff is, like, really fucking loving Dee on Fire. To where that might be enough for her to, like... is this gonna make it? There we go. I think that might be enough for Dee to actually be in contention now. Hopefully you don't wait until 60 for next returning season. I mean, we'll have to see. Straight up, I think the only reason we're getting a returning season for 50 is because they feel like they have to. I don't even think Jeff wants to do it. Like, I think if you, like, told Jeff, like, newbie or returning season, I think he would always pick newbie. I think he's kind of just out on, like, the concept of returnees. Because again, like, I think, like, his, like, point of view as Survivor at this point is that he likes this, like, notion of, like, the adventure that you go on, this journey that you take by being on the show. And it's like, for returning players, you just don't have that anymore. Like, it's like, if you're a returning player, more than likely you're there to win the game. You're there trying to play the game. You're not trying to grow as a person. You're not trying to have this, like, this personal journey. You're there to win $1 million. And I think that's, like, something that Jeff is, like, not liking of New Era. Or of having returnees in New Era. Okay, I really know these people yet. Cool. I said this before. I would not be shocked if no one from 41 returns. I think 41 is going to be forgotten by production by the time 50 happens. I think the most likely is Xander. I think Shan is out. I think Ricard is out. I think Xander is the only one I could realistically see being on. And even him, I think at this point, is... Like, he's fighting for that spot with, like, a good chunk of other people. Like I just think 40. Like if I was to pick a cast of the 6 New Era seasons we have so far that will get no one on New Era, I think it's definitely 41. US versus AU would be amazing. Can't wait for it to happen. I think it's in the cards eventually for AU, for Australian Survivor, obviously, not US. Never happening on US. Okay, I think there's a chance that like we get to like season 12, and it could be like AU versus US. Like I think there is a chance. Okay, how the fuck have I not found this person yet? Like, what? How have I not found them yet? Okay, this is ridiculous. Whatever. Who goes on Survivor? Go on a jury? I mean, everyone they cast. Most people they cast, at least. That's why they get cast. I want Cody back. Oh, Cody's definitely gonna be back. Well, I should say definitely, but I think it's very, very likely. I think Jesse and Cody are 2 of the bigger locks. Wait, why does it erase by emote with this shit? What are we talking about? How have I not found this person yet? What the fuck is going on? Oh, I think I remember where he is, actually. He's here, isn't he? Yeah, there he is. Jesse could decline. He definitely could. But I think he's a lock if he wants it, though. Oh, see you later, Sorko. Yeah, Carson, I think, would... Like, yeah, I think there's definitely a chance of Carson declining. I think Carson, especially if it's second chance, I think is very likely.
I see him there.
Like, I think if it's second chance, yeah, Carson and Carolyn, I think are definitely people they would really want. If it's New Era, or if it's just, like, in general, All-Star, I think they pick Jam Jam over Carson, like, all the time. Like, every single time. But I think they would also probably want the Tika 3, just all of them. Even though it would be kind of overkill, but I think they would still go with it. But yeah, like I think Carolyn could also say no, but I would lean towards her saying yes, though. You know, actually, why am I fighting these people? By the way, speaking of people saying yes, I did see Nick Iadanza now wants to play Survivor again. I do find that funny. Do a quiz. Okay.
Join me and I will take a bite.
Yeah, so we do the Tory Deal quiz. I guess we'll do that one first.
We are so. I paid for your appointment.
Roma is not the same.
No, he just in general wants to play Australian Survivor again, he said. I believe he did say last time. I think like after Here's the Villains, he said that I would only play if it's AU versus US. But now he's saying that I would just genuinely want to play again. Who is Joanna's son's godfather? What the fuck is that question? Is it like, what, Nehemiah, maybe? Like, I assume it's not Wes, right? What was the prize money called in the first... Actually, again, there's no fucking way I'm getting a challenge quiz. Yeah, I don't fucking remember. Do I think AU10 will be returnees? No, I don't. Not all returnees. I think there's a chance of half and half. I don't think it'll be full-blown. Like, I think there's definitely a chance of, like, fans' favorites. Or they could just, like, Here's Villains it up and just, like, bring back random people like they did there. But, like, I would actually be shocked if there isn't some returning player. But I don't think it will be all returnees. Because, again, the entire point of Titans vs. Rebels was that they didn't have... or I should say, their entire, like, point of view after Here's Villains, is probably the better way to phrase it, is that they realized that we don't have enough, like, returnees to bring back. That, like, pretty much, like, they got who they could get that season. Like, the sense that I got is that they called pretty much everybody they thought about bringing back, and like almost everyone they called said no. It's like they realize now that fuck, we need like more returnee, like we need newbie seasons so we can have more returnees to bring back later. And that's why we had Titans vs Rebels. But I don't think like one season is enough. To where like I feel like it's still like they're still gonna need newbies. I would not be shocked at a George return. Just because I think George would say yes. What's Jeff's obsession with ruining the show? I mean, depends on what you consider ruining the show. Because in his mind, he's making the best the show's ever been. Again, it's all a matter of perspective on how you perceive the show. I think the issue is that obviously the way Jeff perceives the show is very different to the way most like super fans view the show. Which, yeah, is kind of what's annoying about it. Because again, like the thing is, like Jeff loves the show. Like Jeff cares so much about the show, and like it's something I always respect from Jeff. Is like just how clear it is that he like really cares about Survivor. The problem is that his view of Survivor is not my view of Survivor. What I don't get, so like, does Jeff see a lot of the criticism from fans and he doesn't care? I think it depends on what the criticism is. I think there's some things he'll take, there's some things he won't. Like, Hourglass Twist, people told him it was bad. He was like, yeah, okay, yeah, I agree. It was bad. Like, I see your point of view. Then you get, like, the, like, Edge of Extinction. Here, people hated it. He was like, okay, we won't bring it back. He, again, well, we won't bring it back right away. Survivor 50's definitely having Edge of Extinction. Again, Mike White tells him, hey, is, Redemption Island, like, having Redemption Island a good idea? He's like, okay, you're right. Fuck Redemption Island. We're taking it out last second. Fucking putting it at XL Island, whatever. But, like, he listens to people and their opinions. But I think there are, like, some things that he just doesn't get. Where, like, I think it was, like, really interesting listening to the On Fire podcast not last season, 44. I think it was 44, right? That was the first one. Where, like, there I think we definitely got a lot more of, like, Jeff's point of view and, like, how he looks at the show. And, like, how much he just doesn't see why he's harming the show. Or how he's harming the show. Where, again, like, he just legitimately looks at forced fire making as, like a necessity. Like, he looks at it as, like, this is the way you get a good outcome in Survivor. Is by having something like forced fire making. This allows the best player to have a chance at winning. Which, again, like, obviously, qualm with a lot of that. But, like, he genuinely believes he's making the show better. Like, he does think the changes he's making... Okay, how did I fail? He does think the changes he's making are, like, for the better. To where, like... But it's interesting that, like... it was also the debate between Final 2 and Final 3. And this was also a thing. Because, like, he just doesn't get why people like the Final 2. Because, like, he even, like, openly said, I would love for someone to genuinely explain it to him. Because I think he's actually genuinely confused. Like, I don't think it's like he doesn't... Like, I think he actually just doesn't understand why people would like a Final 2 over a Final 3. Which, to be fair, I don't even know if most people actually understand why. Because, like, I feel like a lot of people criticize that, oh, like, Final 2 is more of a pure game and stuff like that. But, like, I feel like that's not even the worst thing of why the Final 2 is better than the Final 3. Because, like, the actual, like, for me at least, the reason why is because it makes navigation through the game a lot more interesting. Like, the issue with the Final 3 is that it becomes a lot more easy to just get numbers and just run the game in a boring way. Where, like Final Twos make it so that you obviously have to like account for so many more scenarios. It's like with the Final Three, it's like by the Final Five, you can just have the game on lock and it's over. Like you can just have a Final Three, stick to it, and it's just done. With the Final Two, it becomes like a lot more interesting. And like, how do you navigate through the game at that point? Like you have so many, like you have an extra vote, obviously to go through. One where only the person that wins immunity is voting there. Which like also is a criticism too that like people mention is that like, oh, that's why Final 2 sucks, because it puts too much precedent on the challenges, because the person who has final immunity has so much power in the game, when it's like, but that's not really the case either. I mean, like we saw so many times, especially early on, where like the person who won final immunity lost the game, and like obviously there's a reason for that. And obviously, yeah, like, also, like, as time goes on, too, like, once, like, people know that, like, okay, there's a Final 3, like, obviously, yeah, it becomes easier to pick the, like, it's, like, because obviously, like, the Final 3 does open up the game to where there's at least more spots at the end for the big players, but it's, like, the players are still going to play around that, and still, like, try to get to the end in a more optimal situation, to where like it kind of just nullifies the entire purpose. To where, again, I think their solution to that was obviously forced fire making. Now, as long as you get to 4, you always have a chance to survive. You can't be voted out. And in conjunction with that, obviously we have idols being available to be played till 5, meaning that person can literally just like win out from very early on in the game, theoretically. Again, can either win challenges for deep, like for a while, can play idols, and then can win force fire making, and they want that. I think like that's legitimately what they want. So it's like, I don't know. Hatchley through the final immunity challenge 1, yeah. Which again, Jeff didn't even understand at the time.
Hiding a masterpiece where no one will ever see it.
Yeah, I have not watched Physical 100 season 2. I do want to though. I think I'm going to wait until I'm done editing this batch of videos. Or, like, maybe wait until I'm, like, towards the end. Actually, now I think about it, waiting until I'm actually done is not smart, because I actually have to watch shows at that point. But I'm probably not going to right now. We probably won't do a draft at this point. I don't think Will Neff will ever watch SA. I don't know. I want him to, but he explicitly said that he wouldn't. And I'm getting the sense that he's kind of burnt out on or on Survivor. So I think maybe he will, but like he'll maybe take a break, like he did with like between US, he did with Survivor US and Australian Survivor. Like maybe it's like a year later or something. But he really has not been watching Australian Survivor much. Where I did see he's streaming today. Is he watching it tonight? But he's like been pretty much watching it. Okay, he's watching it right now. So yeah, he's back watching it. But yeah, he's simply just not been watching much. So I got the sense, and like he already like said that he's gonna take a bit of a break after his villains. Where yeah, I get the sense he's a little bit burnt out. There's one returning player. Is there only... Okay, interesting. Interesting there's only one. You would think they would put more. I think we will ever see someone beat the 5 immunity win record. Probably not on US. Australia, I could see it. I don't know about US. Especially because like now it's like there's like a lot less challenges typically in the post-merge. Too far, Aussie won 5 out of 6, so it's like whatever. But so I think US is very unlikely. I think Australian Survivor though, I think it's pretty likely. Actually, to be fair, we've already technically had it, right? Didn't Brooke technically win 6? If you include pre-merge? Or is that 5 if you include pre-merge? But she won a pre-merge individual immunity, I remember. Let's look this up real quick. RGB Patreon. Oh yeah, I know. I've seen the links. I just don't care. I'm not gonna watch it at this point. I've not heard the great. Like I've heard that the season was kind of boring anyway. But yeah. So Brooke, yeah, won 1 in the pre-merge, then 2, 3, 4. Oh no, it's 5 if you include the pre-merge. Okay. So that's why it would be a record. So that would just be the 5. Has anyone won 6 Australia then? No then, right? Like, who else would even be in contention? I think, like, Lee won 3? Or did he only win... No, he won 3. Okay, yeah, he won 3. Brooke won only 2 that season? I thought she won more. Lockie won 3. Sharn won 4. I forgot about that. She won a lot. Luke won 4. Kind of forgot he won that much too. Yeah, Brooke won 5. Emmett won what, 3? Like, yeah. I would say, again, the season's fucked, but... Oh no, I guess 4? How do you count that? That's fucked. Either way, whatever. Not enough. Chappies should have had 6. Did Brian win 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow, yeah, he won 4 too. Holy shit. I didn't realize that. Then again, like, by the end game, he was pretty much just an auto win in any, like, somewhat physical challenge, right? How many did Mark win? I'm not saying that I think he broke, like, he had anywhere close to record, but he only won 2. I think I assumed he won more. What did Josh win? 3? Shay had 3. Simon had 3. Oh no, Simon had 4 if you include the pre-merge one. Then yeah, Rihanna had 4. No, I had 3, and then Kirby gave her 1. So yeah, I mean, like, anyway, I think Australian Survivor, I think it's likely that it could happen. Because, like, I do think, like, especially this season, I was noticing it a lot, that, like, these challenges are so samey. Like, it definitely feels like the same type of person could win a lot of these challenges over again. Where a lot of these endurance challenges, we had either Rihanna and Eileen or Rihanna and Alex at the end. It just happened over and over and over again. So, yeah, I do feel like with Australian Survivor, I think you get the right person. I could see it happening. But I don't think US will. The GOAT... Yeah, I did see that. GOAT's premiering. I mean, I don't believe that's official, though, right? It's like by one of the cast members said that in, like, an interview. Which, again, probably true, but... still just weird that that's... like, came from just a random interview. Would love an Emmett return. Emmett, I think, could come back. I'm surprised that I don't think his name is really in the running for Heroes for Villains. Where I never heard his name. And maybe that's because they were more gung-ho about bringing back Simon. And they were like, okay, Emmett and Simon's like a bit overkill. But yeah, you would think he would have been like a perfect pick for that, right? Australian Survivor quiz. Yeah, actually, I never even finished the fucking challenge quiz. Which is right. There's no fucking way I'm gonna know most of these answers anyway. Okay, why do I have so many tabs open? Oh, what was this? They win any other season. Oh, by the way, this is just wrong, right? Like, I did see this post about, like, oh, Boss, like, talking about some, like, a winner that would never win any other season. The picture's Boss Rob. It's like, you know, Boss Rob, like, almost, like, won All-Stars, right? Like, he literally was on a season where he was the runner-up in a 4-3 vote. It's like, I mean, I really... like, Boss Rob just gets trashed on a bit too much in that light. Okay, cool. That's Bob Crowley. Yeah, I mean, Bob Crowley's definitely, like, the automatic answer, I feel like. By the way, okay. I should at least get the thing opened up to where I have both things open at once. There we go. Okay, I have the Australian Survivor exam opened. Towards the opposite of the casual opinion. Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, it's like the, like, as in, like, actually the direct, yeah, opposite of it, yeah. It's like, it's like casual in, like, an opposite sense, right? Like, it's like, it's still, like, casual in the sense that I don't think much, like, actual thought is put into their opinions. But it's, like, done with more, I don't know, fandom of the show, I guess? I don't know. It's kind of a weird way of looking at it. Reddit's just weird. Like, it's like weird when, like, I see a lot of talk about how toxic Reddit is. But then, like, and like, I see that there are posts at points, but I don't actually see it that much. Yet you see a lot of the alumni talk about how, like, Reddit is so toxic. And it's like, I'm not saying it's not. Like, I'm sure it is, especially for them. But, like, I don't really see a lot of it, though. Like, I do see dumb comments here and there, and, like, things I don't agree with. But, like, I don't really see, like, as much toxicity as, yeah, like, Twitter and stuff. Boss Rev's literal wife should be an answer to that. Yeah, maybe. I mean, like, I think Amber, like, yeah, I mean, she's definitely up there. Maybe, should that be a video fucking ranking the winners on how likely it is that they'd win another season? But I guess, to be fair, is that, like, that much different from just a player ranking? Like, where they would be on a player ranking? I think it would be, like, slightly different, but, like, it's probably, like, not that dissimilar. But yeah, okay, well, I'll at least start the quiz. 19th place in brains versus brawn. That would be what? Wait, no, that'd be 6 boot? So, would that be Joey, right? Because there was a non-elim in that time. And he was booted episode 7, I remember. They see 46 Casco on Twitter, after, I mean, obviously, like, yeah, why are you trying to fat shame Soda? That's fucking stupid. Again, I have not loved the 46 cast, like, kind of ganging up on people on Twitter, seemingly. So I feel like that's at least something that makes sense. Like, at least that's something to, like, again, that's about right. No, again, I think, like, them going after Andy just for saying that, like, that their season was shit, essentially. Again, to be fair, he did, like, call out the casting. But, like, still, it's like, I think that's, like, okay, that's just, like, kind of, like, sour grapes or whatever. It's like, why do you care about what Andy is saying? But yeah, I think, like, someone going after Soda, like, fat shaming her and everything, like, that's more justified. Can see Hatch winning another season other than Borneo. That's probably about right. I mean, like, yeah, what would be my answers? Like, Hatch, again, you could debate Amber. I don't think Brian could win a modern game, but I think Brian could theoretically win other seasons, though. So where, like, I don't think he's, like... Yeah, I don't think... Because, yeah, like, his game was just so dominant to where I'm like... There's something there. Again, do I think it'll be there now? No. But, again, I think if you played it on another season at the time, there's at least a chance. Like, even then, I think he got, like, a cast that was very good for him. Yeah, like, if he was on Gabon, maybe he wins that. I don't know if I'll do Australia Amazing Race runner-up ranking. I don't care anymore is the thing. Obviously, like, I always intended on doing it. But I just don't care. Sandra Tony could never win again. Obviously, I love like actually I got to Sandra. I was like, that'd be funny if I did say Sandra. But yeah, I think like Hatch. I think Amber you can certainly say. Bob obviously we get to that. Natalie I think is interesting. Where it's like Natalie probably can, but I think she's another one that I don't think she can win a modern game. Or at least if she plays the way she played, I don't think she can win a modern game. Okay, I don't know why I just did this. It's just a dumb way of climbing this. Okay, cool. But like Fabio could win theoretically, but he's another one that I don't think he can win a modern game. And Denise is like a maybe. Denise can win though. Yeah, she can win. Cochran I think is interesting. Yeah, I think Cochran would be a possible answer. Tyson, Tony. Again, Tony would have been an answer had it not been for the fact he did win Winners at War. Where I still can't believe he won Winners at War. Like, that's still insane to me. I have no help for this. This is funny. Georgia Ferris. I would have... Like, I think Ferris is... or I think George is higher on my player ranking. Simply because he's played twice now. But if we're talking about like games they played, I mean obviously it's tough to say because Ferris won, but to be honest, I think they're all in the same caliber. Where like I think like George's like early game is not particularly good on both, well, really on both of his seasons. But like I think Ferris's Titans versus Rebels game is like 1,000,000,000% better than George's Brains vs. Brawn game. I think Heroes vs. Villains is the one that you would debate, though I think it's close, especially because like I think George's early game is like very rocky on that season. Didn't realize how Ferris is that tall. How tall is Ferris? Like, I assumed he was like 6'2", 6'3". Like, that was kind of my assumption. When I bashed on Tobias, obviously the best part of the video is bashing on Tobias. I think I bashed on him again in the player ranking. By the way, you put fucking A2002 in the quiz. Who finished 8th place in AU 2002? That was just Craig, right? Yeah, that was Craig. Yeah, imagine the season if Tobias stayed over Alex. Like, how depressing would that be? Okay, can this fight be fucking over with already? There we go. Oh, I just was still fucking modern day. Why'd this take me so long? I thought I would be done with this by 2 hours in. The Titans were always changed to top 10 player. I mean, yeah, like, Ferris is in it. Ferris, I think I would have at 4. The only one I would debate is Kirby. Kirby could be in top 10. I think she is like number 10. I don't know if she makes it though. Because if I remember right, so like Josh, I think Josh is better than Kirby. If I remember right, Josh was 9, right? And obviously the introduction of Ferris would knock Josh to 10. So yeah, I don't think Kirby makes it. Yeah, obviously Kirby was a mess strategically. Again, I think she picked up on the game as the game went on. But still, she still gets herself into an endgame position where she needs to win out. and couldn't do that obviously. So yeah, I mean, like, I do think she is a good player though, but just one that, like, I think she just didn't know the game well enough. And I think on a return, I think she would. Like, if she plays again, I would expect her to potentially show enough to creep up the list more. But yeah, as of right now, I think she just barely misses the cut. Top 3, it's David, Haley, George still. Like, and I think Ferris. I think if we were not taking heroes versus villains into consideration, Ferris would 100% be above George. And I think against Haley, I think it would be a debate. And I would actually probably lean towards him being higher than Haley. However, we are post Heroes of Villains where they've played twice now. George obviously getting to Final Four in a winning situation, or situation where he would win if he gets to the end. Again, obviously very impressive game there. Haley, not as impressive of a game, but again, still had a lot of longevity on a season and had a winning snare until she fucked it up for herself. But again, like, it's a good enough game to, like, solidify her placement a bit more. Brooke is 4, sure. And Ferris did the idol play. I knew he was going to win the season. See, I was obviously, like, again, coming into final week, I was higher on Mark.
We have to find
Actually, when he made the idol play, I was still on Mark. I didn't become I didn't switch to Ferris until really the immunity challenge of episode 4, or of the final 4 episode. Like, that was the point where I was like, oh, I think the tides are really shifting. But again, I'm happy Ferris won, though. Even though I didn't really see it for a lot of the season, I'm very happy he won, especially over Mark, who I thought would have been a boring winner. I would not be that shocked if Ferris and Kirby are on season 10. Again, if season 10 is returnees, or has returnees again, I would not be shocked at Kirby. Like, I think Kirby, if there are returnees, lock Kirby in. Like, Kirby is 1,000,000,000% on.
Oh my god.
Ferris, I think, is the bigger question mark. Obviously, he is a winner. He would be playing back-to-back seasons. I think it's, like, a little bit tougher to see for Ferris, but I believe Ferris has said that he wants to play again. Though again, I think that quick of a turnaround would be a little bit rough. Not just from his point of view, but also from, like, a TV point of view, where are you really going to bring back the winner of the previous season right away? Oh yeah, 100%. I knew Caroline was the runner-up. It was a matter of who she was going to be the runner-up to. Is Kirby a better player than Shawnee? I would probably say so. I don't know. I think it's tough because obviously Shawnee's played 3 times. I think that's the thing to, like, boost Shawnee. Where I would say, as of right now, I would have more faith in Kirby than Shawnee. But I think the fact that Shawnee's played 3 times and has had, like, consistently deep runs, even though some wonkiness, especially in All-Stars.
Let's go.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's enough. It probably would edge out Kirby. But it's not by much.
Be careful, Desmond.
Was this Ferris? Is the Ferris Nick? Yeah, okay. I did see this. Yeah, him saying I'm not ready yet, and then Nick says, yes you are, and he says I'll go if you'll go. What? Someone just randomly posted you and Lydia as a duo, please. Why? Who the fuck is wanting Lydia back? But I do find it funny that Matt Tarrant is the number 3. Oh, I see Lydia as number 4 on this. I guess that's why she was mentioned. But yeah, I mean, this is like the list here. I mean, yeah, it's looking kind of like Kirby. Obviously, lock it in. Valeria, I think, is likely. Matt, I think is the why the fuck is Matt there? I think that's the bigger question mark. But like Lydia, I could see them bring back Lydia. Harry, I could see brought back, and I believe he's recently said he would do it. Mark is in conversation. Ferris, obviously. George, obviously. Liz, I think is like, I don't know if it makes. I don't know, did Liz have her kid yet? I don't remember. I don't think so, right? She's still pregnant. So like, if she's still pregnant now, it's like if she has her kid within the next few months, it's like that's still only like a few months turnaround. Because like the season's gonna film in what, like August or something. Like I doubt Liz would even be ready to play again, but you never know. Haley had her kid, right? Not that I think Haley would come back either, but like she did have her kid, right? It's insane how many kids are happening in the Survivor universe, or Australian Survivor universe, I should say. I forgot Lydia was a person. I mean, yeah, she's not the most notable person from a super fan point of view, especially. I would love it if Jackie came back. Again, justice for Jackie. Will it happen? Probably not, realistically. But I would want it to happen, though.
I can't believe I'm actually going to hold the apple.
It's been a long time coming. Earned it.
Yeah, I think Dirty Harry like seems to be more open to it
Scales in our favor.
recently. It's still not like a thing of like he's definitely saying yes, but it's not the definite no that it was like after All Stars. Rogue return, imagine Kelly returning.
What do you think we'll
Like
find?
that's actually on the bingo card, right?
Map to the temples.
Where I think Rogue, I would have said like there's a chance until I think Kelly came around. I think Kelly's definitely like taking that spot.
This time we'll be lucky.
I would not be shocked if Rogue is called. Because I think they're gonna call, like again, if they're going to do another returning season, they're definitely gonna call everybody that they can. Considering the difficulties they had at Heroes of Villains. That was this. Don't tell me next season we'll have returnees. I mean, Harry said, "Do they know something I don't?" But yeah. But again, I think Harry would say yes nowadays. Or I would be willing to say yes. It's definitely not like a
There's so much construction. This place
a
is like
definite
maze.
thing.
The Hypergeum housed the cages of the gladiators and a machine.
I think Shay has potential.
The whole area now was
I don't know. I mean, like obviously, like I didn't expect it from Steffi, so like I'm not expecting it from Shay. But yeah, I mean, like me as someone I wouldn't expect that, I guess like could potentially be better than what I expected. Yeah, I guess. I probably won't do for Australian Survivor season 10 unless we do get like a lot of rumors of like an all-star season. Then I'll do it, but I'm not just gonna out of the blue do it. We're like Survivor 50. I'm doing it anyway. Like I'm ready. Like I already have plans. I think I'm doing it in February
I have a feeling
next
I know the
year.
answer. 72.
To where like, I'll probably like finalize it or like put it on the schedule properly next time I do the scheduling videos. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna do it in February. Survivor 50 cast speculation. I would say probably. I'm debating over like first week of February or last week of February. I think last might be better. I'm not sure. Because like usually the cast set, like usually you will probably get the 48 cast. Early, like end of January, early February. And then I'll do whatever anniversary video I will do. Which will probably be the second or third week of February. Well, second, no, it has to be second, right? Kind of. So like at that point, maybe it'd just be end of February. I don't know. When Eileen's the next Meryl, I mean, I could see that actually. what's the gap between this second and first? I think it's pretty big. I mean, again, like it should be obvious. Like 1 and 2 are Kirby and Ferris. Well, 1 Ferris, 2 Kirby. I think it's by a decent margin at this point. I was always under the assumption that Ferris wasn't winning. So like, if Ferris didn't win, it would be close. But because Ferris won, it's not close. It's by a bit. But yeah, quiz. Where we're at. What was the Wait, what was the twist for first non-elimination tribal? It was the 2 tribes went to tribal, and then they swapped tribe. The person voted out swapped tribes, right? Icon is running in 2024. What is this? He looks like Bowie Jane. It's fucking Ryan. Yeah, what an Icon. I feel like Nick and Harry hated how stagnant All Stars was and burnt them out. 100%. I think All Stars like really was not a great experience for either of them. But I think like now, like Nick in particular, like Nick like openly says this, that him seeing Here's Villains and Titans vs. Rebels like makes him like excited about Survivor again. So it like makes him like actually want to play Survivor again. Will Jackie come back? Yeah, like I don't know if Jackie will be asked, but I hope she would. Yeah, that's pretty much the ranking. Where's Titan vs. Rebels all-time season ranking? Global, I'm thinking 6 or 7. Australian, number 1 by a lot. For US Survivor player ranking, which seasons does the first in the ranking take a huge hit or take a huge gap? Okay. Like of the ones I've done so far, or like just like of the ones I've done so far, I don't know if there is. Well, I mean, like maybe like 40. Well, like 45. No, 45 is not that huge of a gap. Like obviously D is number 1 over Austin, but like I think Austin's game up until like final 10 or whatever is stronger than D's. So it's not like D was number 1 the entire time. Then yeah, like James and Carson is a pretty close one. Yeah, I would say like Jesse being number 1 of 43 was by a decent margin. 42 was close. 41 at this point is, well, I mean, like obviously I would have Erica number 1 now. But yeah, Erica and like Ricard, it's like a decent gap. It's not like a ridiculous gap though. Like it's probably of the same caliber that like the D and Austin gap is. It's like, yeah, there's a gap, but it's not like Erica's like far and away above Ricard. But like really, I think it's like a similar situation of like I think Ricard's game up until what final 7 is stronger, but I think Erica's end game is like way stronger. I think Ricard is always 5th place no matter what he does on the season. Yeah, unless he wins out. Which I think that also like it's a pro and a con for his game. It's like a pro in the sense that like he like it's obviously like a con in his positioning in the game. But it's also pro in the sense that like there was not much he could really do. That's like the moves that he made like were not necessarily like a negative for his game. He's like I think like more than likely his game just ends up that way anyway. Watch Australian Survivor Season 10 be the worst Australian Survivor Season. I think it would be funny if that was the case. Watch them like fire David Forster, or whatever the fuck his name is, the new executive producer. Watch them like fire him for season 10. And yeah, it ends up being like the worst season ever. Our time with times I already said it, it's 6 or 7. It's the in a debate for me of San Juan del Sur.
We did not build them to be wise, and now they are our final vaulted hope. You.
Where's Luke on Translators 2 player ranking? I don't know. Because I think his game is fucked. I really have a tough time assessing his game on that season. Because like, I think it's like a situation where like he is fucked the entire time pretty much, but he kind of like makes the most of it. So it kind of gives me like Mike Holloway vibes. Of like, okay, he has like, he's in this position where he needs to win out, but it's not like he's doing like nothing at that point in the game. Right, despite him needing to win out, he's still making moves and like trying to get himself into a better position. But he's just like such a like blatant threat that it doesn't work. And like obviously like him being a blatant threat to begin with is something to knock.
We can distract him. We can see past him.
I don't know if I would have Pia higher. I would have Harry higher. I think the problem is that Pia gets saved by Luke. But also, like, to be fair, she's only in danger because Luke wins immunity also. So, I don't know. It's kind of tough. Quiz, I know where we're at. List every player who found an idol in Heroes vs. Villains. Every player that found an idol. Well, I mean, Simon found the cookie idol. I assume that doesn't count, though, right? What? George, Liz, Shawnee, Ben, Sean. Is that it? Is there anyone else? It's super loud, too, by the way. What the fuck? At least for me. There's more. Oh, Nina.
If you want to
Yeah, I forgot about Nina.
You're gonna have to try a little harder than that.
Is there anyone else?
We're here.
I think that's all who found items, right? He's nowhere near your top 10 AE players. I will say, I kind of agree at this point. I don't know. I think my opinion of Pia's game just continues to go down, like, over and over and over again. Like, every single time I think about it, I'm like, Pia's game just is kind of bad. Like, her end game is abysmal. Like, I mean, like, outside of, like, her being able to, like, get Baden to pick her over Harry, like, her end game stretch is, like, really bad.
Speaks English.
Just say it.
Okay.
I would say her, like, I don't know if her pre-merge game is bad. I would say, like, her first few rounds are, like, not great. But she's still, like, she, like, is part of the flip against Susie, and, like, she's pretty safe after that. She's in the majority after the swap. But obviously that's luck, but still. Yeah, who else is there? From Heroes that has an idol. Like, well, I don't think Matt ever found one, right? Matt, Jerry. I don't think Flick found one, right? Yeah.
The apple seems to be in the center.
Sam, I don't think found one.
Time to find out where those temples are.
Simon never properly found one. Who am I missing? Sam found one? When did Sam find one?
If you hit all of them, you might get some power to the central platform.
Or you might cause this room to turn into an alien spaceship and fly away.
Yeah, when did
Think
Sam
about
find
it.
one? Wait, did they play one at the merge? Wait, let's look this up. No, the Shawnee only played one. Yeah, when did Sam find one then? At a reward? What reward? Jordy didn't find an idol. He was given an idol by Shawnee. Yeah, like he found the clue that Sean used to find his idol. But like, he didn't find an actual idol, though.
You with 5 senses, us with 6. The one we kept for you, to be safe.
Who I like more, Sam Webb or Tobias? Sam Webb.
Only try.
Well, yeah, at least Sam, like, Sam's not boring.
See, smell.
Is Tobias necessarily boring? I guess that's also, like, bad. Like, Tobias is, like, more unlikable, though, than Sam.
When the world became undone, we tried to pass it.
Which is too fair. Is part of what makes, like, Sam even more frustrating is that he's still, like, a somewhat charismatic figure, despite how, like, annoying he, like, preaches his, style of gameplay and everything. Every time I think of Tobias, I just laugh for some reason. Yeah, I mean, I think of him, like, humorously. Like, I think of him, like, doing the L sign to the to the Titans when they lost the first challenge. Like, that's still really funny to me.
We wait for you, Desmond. You will come here.
Alright, here we go. Let's fucking finish Brotherhood. Do I even bother starting Revelations?
Did you hear any of that?
What time are we at? We're at 2. I don't know if there's a point. Nah, whatever. I'll probably do sequence 1 or whatever.
I can't believe we're finally here.
Imagine Survivor doing a world championship type thing like the challenge did. I think it'd be fun. Like, that'll be cool. It'll never happen, but it'll be cool at least. Unlike challenge.
So where are the tables? You want me to ask you?
I think about Gumball putting Caroline 2, Kirby 3. I think I can understand the debate for it, but I don't think Caroline should be
Sure,
2.
you asked it the right thing.
I know this. I know that symbol. That's a Phrygian.
Like, I think Caroline's game is a lot more rocky, especially post-merge. And, like, to be fair, I put a lot more credence into post-merge
I can't move.
than pre-merge.
With the apple, you have acted
Just because, like, post-merge is a lot more important in how the game actually plays out.
before the moment of
And
awakening.
I feel like Kirby's post-merge is much stronger.
And the loins of our enemies.
And even then, like, Caroline's, like the best, like, position Caroline was in the game was post-swap. And, like, that was a situation where she got a very fortunate swap for her.
Not within our sight. The cross darkens the horizon.
Where, like, I feel like Kirby got, like, a really terrible swap and, like, made the most of it.
The path must be opened.
Well, to be fair, actually, just in general, Kirby was in... Actually, to be fair, Kirby was actually in danger if they did go to no travel, though.
Stop, please.
So either way, I guess the swap did technically benefit her, too.
We must guide you.
Is Breaker better, Kellyanne or Jenna? Probably Kellyanne, maybe? I don't know if I see Jenna ever winning. Or, like, I could see worlds where Kellyanne could have won. I don't know if, like, nowadays I could see Kellyanne winning. Well, I think there's, like, seasons in the past where I was like, okay, I could see Kellyanne being, like, a serious threat to
It
win.
is done. The way
Is
lies
Carolina a top
before you.
10, 50-plus
Only
player?
she remains
Potentially, but I don't know what that
to
list looks
awaken
like.
the sixth. Go. Follow.
Sam at least seems to be a pretty good guy outside the show. Yeah, I would mostly stand by that, right? I haven't heard anything, like, bad about him outside the show, outside of his, like, opinions about Survivor. Okay, well, I'm not fucking singing through the credits of this. ZK swap screw in 2017. I think he was swap screw in the sense of, like, yeah, like, I don't know what he could have done at that point in the game. I don't know if he was necessarily screwed in terms of, like, long game, where it's not like I think he was, like, actually getting to the end or anything. By the way, I guess I'll change the category to Revelations. By the way, good on me for actually picking Brotherhood this time. Last year I fucking picked AC2. So that's something. Okay. So there's that. And there we go. What winner is the lowest rank ranking player in a season player ranking? I mean, like, that I've done? I think it's probably, like, Nicole, right? In, Immunity Island, where I don't even remember what she was ranked. Was she, like, 8th, 7th, or something like that? If I got around to doing them, then yeah, like, Bob and Christy would be lower. But of the ones I've actually done... Wait, what? Oh, I did that for the retrospective, didn't I? I did, like, okay. I forgot that. I was like, how the fuck did I do that much of the game in that one?
We can keep him like this for a few
Is
days.
Chris even top 10?
Call ahead. Tell him we're on our way.
As soon as we're clear.
Desmond Miles.
Maybe?
Your life has
I don't even
changed
know,
so
actually.
much in so little time.
Honestly,
2
that's
months
a tough
ago,
one.
You were pouring shots for bankers and celebrities.
For Christy B, I mean, like, I think she's lower than what?
You're an
Lee,
assassin.
L, Flick,
One of us.
Matt,
One of the good guys. Isn't that nice?
who the fuck's that other person? Sam.
Preserving
I love how, like, I forgot Sam when we were literally talking about him for forever. Can I skip this?
Autocrats, drunk on
Can I
power,
not?
obsessed
Okay,
with
cool.
order, all that. We're doing our
Brooke.
best to stop them. Yeah.
Then, who's after that? Jenna Louise?
But you remember all this.
Is she higher or
right?
worse than Jenna Louise?
You remember the
Like, I think
evidence
Phoebe would be
machine we
higher.
used to unravel genetic memories and relive the lives
Jenna
of
Louise,
our
I think, would be a
ancestors.
debate.
First, you were Altair, a stoic 12th century assassin from the
Sue would also be a debate.
Then, you were Ezio Auditore, a wealthy Italian with
Yeah, I think that's around where, like, at that point, I would have to really think about it.
What do you three have in common?
But I think all the other people, I think she's higher.
The Apple of Eden. That strange.
I'm trying to think if there's
artifact
anyone
left
before that.
behind
Like, Craig would probably be higher.
People. The ones who came before.
I think it's tough with, like, someone like a Connor and, like, a Kate.
You felt it for yourself.
Where I think they just got, like, or not swapped, they got well, I guess they get swapped to an unfortunate position,
That's
but
about to change.
but like they were kind of fucked just coming into the merge.
And if you don't find a way to wake up, you may lose yourself forever.
Top 3
Okay,
is
I
LD
shut down
and
the enemy
Phoebe.
monitoring system to free up a lot of memory, but even like this, it's still risky.
I don't know. I would have
Desmond will be
Flick
fine.
above Phoebe. I
The
think
partition worked. The Animus is stable, and his science
Barry
is
should
good.
be higher,
For
obviously.
now. But this was built to recreate memories, not simulate entire cognitive processes.
The Animus.
I don't know. I don't know where Jen Louise. Wait, why would Craig be higher than Jen Louise? Yeah, that's probably fair. I mean, like, I think Craig got screwed though, right? Like he was like in the not screwed, but like he was in a like dominant position, leader of the majority alliance on his tribe, and gets taken out by an idol play. Where Jenna Louise was just kind of like hanging on in the game for a lot of it, and obviously it's because she got swapped to an unfortunate position, and yeah, like kind of came into the merge, kind of being a dead man walking. But I feel like Craig at least spent a lot more of the game like in a top position, and got unfortunate in the like situation where he actually got voted out. You can argue Sue being higher than Chrissy because of Sue's big move. Obviously, that is the reason. Imagine, I'm gonna like that'd be so funny if I did that.
Just walk right past.
If I have like Sue a spot above Christy and literally just say she's higher because she made a big move. She had Sue's big move.
Rebecca!
Yeah, like Connor and Kate just had like no chance coming into that
They
merge.
can't help you.
There's 26 questions
broken
remaining.
man.
Fuck me.
Your mind.
Broken. Why was Sarah Moore voted on Tyson vs. Rebels? What a question. I mean, she was, why was she voted? I guess she was like a safe vote at that point.
Let's talk, buddy.
Like it's like there's a lot to that. This was going to be a split between Rihanna and Sarah, but then they found out Mark
What is this
was
place?
working against them, so they're
It's
like,
nice,
okay, well, we
isn't
got to not split the
We're in the
vote.
guts of the Animus. The original test program. No memories here, just basic physics, Weather
every
simulations.
country Australian survivors
Hello,
filmed in.
world. You're lucky someone up there
Australia,
had the sense to plug you
Samoa,
in here.
Fiji.
Saved your life.
Saved it from what?
Right now, you should be sitting in a hospital room, drooling and chewing on your tongue.
Is there anywhere
now,
else?
the Animus is keeping you intact, keeping all your ancestors from collapsing into one big mess.
I actually
if you can't
don't
find
remember.
A safe nexus, all
That
those
might be
personalities
it.
will smash together, and that won't be pretty.
I feel like those are the only 3 that I remember. One more?
I'm getting there. Hold on.
Where else have they filmed? It's like 6 and 7 are Australia. 8 and 9 are Samoa. 1 is Samoa. 2 is
Your
Samoa.
brain is hash. Too many ghosts in your head, too many voices.
3 is Fiji.
You
4
claw
is
your way
Fiji,
back,
right?
Stored data. You find unfinished memories.
Oh fuck! Are we including? Fuck off! No, fuck that.
What you started.
Fuck including 2002 and celebrity into fucking Australian Survivor.
Back to your body.
Again, it's not the same
It
show.
happened to me. But my body, it's worm food now.
Like, I think it's just dumb to even like be considering it as the same show
A word of warning.
and like being including it
When you
in this
step
sort
through
of
there,
quiz.
everything changes. Nothing feels
Like, it's like,
normal.
again, that's why I don't include it in like a
It's up to you to find a way
like
out.
winner ranking, season ranking stuff. It's just, it's not the same show. Anyway, name the 3 hosts of Australian Survivor. Fuck off. What? Dicko. Lincoln Holmes, was that season 1's host?
Wasn't me.
Honestly,
Wasn't me.
JLP, Jonathan LaPaul, yeah. And it's final placement, 8th place.
She took hold of me.
Top 5 professional getters and champions versus contenders 2. That's interesting. Luke Carey. I know that's for sure. David is for sure top 5. I would say Janine. And then Pia? I think would be my guess. I'm actually not confident on the last 2, but I would say those 5. I don't know Dicko's real name. I just know he's Dicko. Right after the season ended, but I would put Charles higher after reassessing. This is just a player ranking? I have Eden higher than Eileen and Kitty. I think with like Raymond, you're at least like debate it. I think like just fundamentally he's higher than Eileen and Kitty. Alex I think is too high. Rihanna I think is too high. Yeah, Charles should be higher.
Claudia, my
The rest is
dearest
fine.
sister. I have been in Acre a week now.
Ian
safe and
Dixon.
in high spirits.
Well, there we go.
Prepared for the worst.
Um,
The men and women who have fed and sheltered
Sri or
me
George?
also
Sri.
give me warning
It's not even
that the road
close.
to Masyaf is overrun by mercenaries and bandits. Not
Like, I don't
used
even
to
think
this
George
life.
is a top 10 player.
What this could mean.
Like, including...
And read to guess.
Again, that's why I never did a,
set
like,
out for Rome
global
10 months
Survivor
ago. I
player
did so with a
ranking.
single
Like, there's a
purpose.
global Survivor top 10
Discover
players.
what our father
Because it's not interesting. It's, like, mostly
I
US
left the room a
anyway.
year before my birth.
Like, I don't even think a
Makes mention of
single...
a
Like,
library
does
hidden beneath
any
the
international
stone of
player
Massive
crack the top
Castle.
10?
A
Like,
sanctum
maybe
full
Rob
of
Bentelay.
invaluable wisdom.
Like, maybe David, but I don't think David does. Like, it's not interesting.
So what
like,
will I find when
to do
I
a top
arrive
10.
there? Who will greet me? A host of
I ranked
either
Kitty's social game pretty high. I mean, but she was also going to be the merch
or
dude.
nothing but the whistling of a cold and lonely wind.
And also, it's like, her social game, I think, is overstated nowadays. Like, I think she's good socially within her group. Like, she had good bonds with Caroline, with Eden. She made a good relationship with Sarah and Rihanna at the swap. She, again, got into good graces of Kirby post-merge. But I don't know how much of that is, like, really her social game and how much of that is, like, really Kirby's social game. As, like, Kitty had no incentive of actually going with Kirby. Yet she does because of Kirby convincing her to.
So that I may better understand the purpose of our fight.
Quebec Season 2 announced their tribe names. I don't care. When I was watching the Sneaky Steve boot episode, well, there we go. That'll be funny to watch.
Should anything happen to
So I'll
me,
probably watch that tomorrow.
Should my skills fail me, or my ambition lead me astray,
Gumball put her at 15. I also have her at 15.
but fight to
I do have her
continue
below
the search for
Jaden.
truth.
I stand by that
All may
placement.
benefit.
Yeah, Rihanna was going to be the
My
5th boot of the
story is
season.
one of many thousands.
Like, Rihanna should not even made it as far as she
Suffer
did.
if it ends too soon.
She's going to be a merge boot until a man she never met quits for... I don't think he quit for her. I think he was going to quit anyway, but obviously, yeah, it benefits her. Like I started doing a international top 10 players. I've already done that. I haven't done it in like years, but I did do it back in I think like 2020. I wouldn't be opposed to updating that one. Like I'm not particularly fond of like just doing international Survivor videos at this point. I just don't care enough about a lot of the older international seasons to do a lot of them. But I feel like top 10 is something I would consider. Because I do think there's a good chunk of changes since I did that last list. And even then, like, would Matthew crack top 10 from UK? I think, like, that's my one, like, thing of, like, hesitation of, like, not redoing the international stuff. Is that I do kind of want to talk about UK. The new UK season, obviously. But I just don't care enough to have to talk about fucking UK's 1 and 2 and, fucking NZ and on all the other ones. I mean, because like, it's like it doesn't make sense, really, right? Like it doesn't make sense that they gave him like it makes sense. I don't know. It's weird. Or like it's not consistent. Like again, talking about Altair in his voice because like yeah, like in the original game he was given an American accent. In this game he's given like a more natural accent. But it doesn't make sense why that's the case. Like because like it would make sense if it was the same in both. Because like it makes sense why he has an American accent in the original because it's the Animus translating his voice. So like it makes sense that like okay it's like not going to be like an Arabic like sort of voice or whatever. But then like why is it here though? Where I guess here I mean it's not even like a proper Animus I guess. Like, I mean, like, it is, but it's like, it's the anime, like, it's, I don't know, whatever, who fucking cares? Fuck Assassin's Creed. Would it be a hot take to put Ashley above Rob Dixon? I don't think it's a hot take, necessarily. I mean, like, I would be, I don't know, like, I would debate it. Like, I think as time goes on, I'm probably getting lower on Rob. Just with, like, the recognition of, like, okay, well, yeah, he does make these moves that does show he has this, like, game ability to him, but also the moves he makes are, like, not actually good for him. So it's, like, I think that's, like, something that I'm a lot more, like, that I think a lot more about him now. Remember Tanuki being a person? Doug, yeah. Remember those people? What icons. I still think Christopher's like an all-time great, like reality TV character though. Yeah, I do genuinely like a lot of the UK cast, which is weird, obviously coming into that season. Again, that season had no right being as good as it was. I'm still genuinely shocked that UK was not terrible. It really felt like it should have been. If I update my top 10 worst to make them merge, any new era would be on it? Probably. Because I think a decent amount of new era would be on it. Just because, like, I feel like with the new era, it becomes a lot easier to make the merge. So, like, you have, like, these people that, like, never got the tribal and get voted out the first opportunity. You have, these people, like, you have, like, someone like a Josh who, like, really just, like, lucks his way to the merge. Bruce also played pretty poorly. I don't know. Mommy El Champo. Yeah, my favorite Mommy El Champo. That's still like one of the dumbest fucking moments that I still love of El Champo. Yes. I don't know if I'll do global top 10 worst. Like, I would consider it, but I'm not like dying to do it either though. Yeah, where the fuck am I on this quiz? 2 Australian Firecasts who have appeared on Amazing Race Australia. Sam and George. Why was Eden voted out? Again, like, this is too fucking convoluted of a question. What, actually, genuinely, why was the reason he was voted out? Like,
please, I am a working man with
like, I don't even know if we have, like, a proper answer, really, of, like, the full, like, scope of why he was voted out. Like, I guess people looked at him as schemy, though we, like, never really got that on the show from, like, the Rebel point of view.
I doubt you will.
But obviously in terms of, like, okay, well, try to get the Titans back together. The other Titans made it, like, too blatant. They were... Like, the thing is, I don't know if Eden made it too obvious he was bringing them back together. I think, like, Mark and Caroline made it too obvious. When they were doing it under the direction of Eden. But I don't know if Eden does much wrong there. I think, like, the one thing is that he did, like, whisper to Mark mid-tribal, right? And that's, like, something that Ferris picked up on.
I would love to leave this place.
But I think it's, like, more so Ferris and Caroline and Kitty
pack your tools.
That, like, mess it up than Eden does. Christy conversation top 10 worst to make merch. Probably not, but maybe. Actually, that's the tough thing with Australian Survivor 2 is that you have a lot of, like, people that should have been early boots that make it to the merge because they get saved by banana limbs. So that makes it a bit tough. Oh, Phoebe's definitely top 10 pre-merger. I mean, she's like, debatably the best pre-merger. Especially if we're talking about, like, player. Like, as a player, the best player to, like, never make it past the merge, I think Phoebe's almost definitely number one. If we're talking about, like, game that they played on that season, it'd be a little bit more rocky, but she would still be very, very high. That's so bottom heavy. What are we talking about? A2016 cast? Is this gameplay or is this, personality? I assume it's gameplay, right? So you have Dez at the bottom, and how dare you have Dez at the bottom if it's not gameplay? By the way, this is something I never even noticed until Nick mentioned it on the Shannon and Gus podcast. I did not realize how fucking white this cast is. We're like literally the only POC are Barry and Brooke, right?
I don't see him.
Like, that's insane. Where, like, I believe Nick mentioned that, like, I guess people thought he was POC. Coming in the season, but yeah, like, I forgot just how white that cast was. Which, like, actually, now that I'm, like, talking this through, I actually do remember this now. That was controversial at the time. And there was that article about it. But, like, still, like, I actually, like, kind of... I did forget about that until just now. Okay, game? What the fuck? There we go. You thought Nick was POC until now? Why? Like, I don't know why, like, I don't know, like, is that just a thing that people think Nick is POC? Like, what do you think he is? He's like, I thought it was pretty obvious he was just, like, Italian. But, yeah, Sifu would be in conversation, yeah. Iadanza? I'm pretty sure he is Italian. Yeah, I already mentioned Bruce. Rihanna reminded me of Sarah Lucina for some reason. I think Kirby is Sarah Lucina. Rihanna is just boring. Looks-wise, I think like Kirby mixed with Rihanna looks like Sarah Lucina. J Maya, yeah. I think Sifu would be lower than J Maya though. Had Jericho, Jared, Joan, and Odette for what? What are we talking about? Oh, POC we're talking about? Yeah. Is that still it though? Only 4?
None of you leave until the assassin is
Austin
dead.
Rihanna should
Do
be
you
something worse to
understand?
make merge. Yeah, that would be in the conversation. Okay, I think the issues with Australian... Okay, by the way, this is so loud. Okay. Do I need to change settings on this one? But yeah, like, the problem with Australian Survivor is that, again, just so many people get saved by non-limbs. To where, like, I feel like it would be... There'd be a lot of people in that conversation. But, you forgot J Maya was a singer? How dare you? How dare you forget about J Maya at all? What a terrible person you are for forgetting about J Maya. J Maya's mother. She's queen. Alex should have been 4th or 5th boot, yeah. I mean, yeah, he should have been 4th boot, and then he also should have been, what is that, like 11th boot, 10th boot, whatever the fuck it was, post-swap. You better remember J Maya.
What are you doing?
If you don't, then there's something seriously wrong with you. Guatemala casting producer with KKK. Yeah, only POC is Lydia on Guatemala, which is insane. Which is definitely like, I'm a defender of Guatemala. I think Guatemala is a fun season, but I mean, yeah, diversity is definitely really bad there. Mother will win 41. Who is this?
I've taken worse.
All right, I felt that.
Who's that? Alyssa? Is that who you're talking about? Alyssa Lopez?
Just a scratch.
Which, sure, why not? Trying to think of worse to make the merge. Nasir, Lydia. Well, yeah, Lydia. I forgot about Lydia got saved at the first vote. So yeah, Lydia would definitely be there. Janine, I don't know if she'd be enough. Ryan would be more in the conversation. Nasir would be debatable. Oh, say Nasir, rewatching 41. Nasir is like a very sloppy player. Like Nasir's just like so open to just like tell people who he's targeting. Okay, how's this section not done yet? I mean, Josh would definitely be there. Explain the rules about Raymond's advantage. I mean, what? If you are unanimously voted out, then your vote becomes the deciding vote. I guess that's the way I'll describe it. Was there an auction in 2016? Yes, it was the merge. Change Contenders 2, was there an auction? I actually don't remember. I am gonna guess yes, but I actually don't remember fully. Was there an auction Brains vs. Brawn? No, I believe. Auction Chance Contenders 1? I don't remember. I would say no. Here's a watered-down version of Banu. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure Banu got way more confessionals than Nasir ever did. I remember Nasir being one of the most under-edited people on 41. So I think Nasir only got like barely above 10, if I remember right. Well, Banu got 35. Seer got more confessions of poverty on... No, we're talking about Banu. Yeah, okay, yeah. Yeah, Binder got more professionals than Parvati. I'm so dead. Yeah. How could I forget Shane Gould getting a bed? I have no memory of that at all. Oh yeah, Heather's more underrated, but I think Sears second most. I think Jelinski is last in 46. I don't think the Range 5 is going to change that. What are we talking about? Actually, wait, what were we talking about? Yeah. I was going to say underedited, but that wouldn't even make sense. Because I'm pretty sure Jess has a smaller edit than Jelinski. Have Alex 16 in the player ranking? I do too. I think at this point, like, it should be kind of, like, based on, like, how much I've talked about it here, like, it should be kind of easy to piece together my player ranking. Oh, yeah, I talked about it earlier in stream about Maximilian finishing. And I've listened to the first, like, well, I barely survived that, what the fuck. But I listened to the first, like, hour of his reaction. And it's funny how, like, again, this is literally what I said earlier in the stream, but, like, it's funny how, like, his reaction to things is my reaction. It's just that he comes out of it positive and I hate it. It's like we have the same view of what's happening here. Yet he likes it and I think it's shit. But yeah, imagine Australian Survivor increasing cast to 28 to get rid of non-limbs. I would actually be fine with it, personally. I think, obviously, I think it would have, like, ramifications on the edit. To where we'll probably get more purple people, but I would like it in the sense that, like, obviously, yeah, no non-limbs. Yeah, I don't think it's happening, though.
Look what crawled out of its hole to die.
Is Winna higher than Eileen? I believe so.
Finish him off. Bring me his head, or throw yourself
Did
into
Ginger
the
talk about Survivor in her video? What are we talking about? Are we talking about Laced Up Lauren? Or what? Which, like, in her streams about, like, 2 hours in? I mean, you could just scroll through, like, she ends every stream with Survivor. You can just, like, scroll through the VODs and, like, see where Survivor starts. You're bleeding? From what? Just out of nowhere? I mean, that's obviously not good. They did good with the non-limbs this season. I mean, like, they were just not... They were only 2, and they were both, like, just nothing non-limbs, which is, again, fine. But yeah, the Kelly one paid dividends. That led to, like, a fun moment there. The Alex one was just a lot of nothing, of him getting swapped over, but... yeah, I mean, they're both, like, not egregious. I guess they're doing a top 10 one-time player
So easy.
that didn't make finale? Maybe. I haven't really thought about it, to be honest. We laced up Karen. I mean, dude. I mean, like, she's kind of Karen-y. Like, this is the thing. Also, laced up Lauren just hates every old woman on Survivor. Like, every single time there's an older woman on Survivor, she's instantly hates them. Fucking hated Natalie Cole. Like, cheered, like, so much when Natalie Cole got voted out. That's the thing also, is that, like, she also, like, misinterprets, like, what she wants with, like, what is actually good strategy. Like, when, like, someone, like, makes a plan to vote out someone that she loves, she fucking talks about how dumb it is. Yeah, like, when someone, like, makes a plan against someone that she hates, and then doesn't go through with it, she also talks about how dumb that is. It's also funny, like, how much she gets tricked by the edit, too, of, like, how much she, like, thinks the blind side's gonna happen at points where it's very clear it's not gonna happen. I can see why casual would not like Natalie Cole. Yeah. Like, I just, like, don't understand why you're watching reality TV if you don't like Natalie Cole, though. Where it's like, she just gives you everything you would want. Which I guess obviously there are people that, like, watch reality TV to hate people. Like, they want to love some people and want to hate some people. But that was just not the way I, like, watch the show. Or watch reality TV. Especially Denise. I didn't watch Philippines. I go Philippines watch through. I know she hates Malcolm, which I find funny. Because I remember that, like, I watched, like, parts of her Game Changers one before it was gone. And I watched, like, her Malcolm boot, and she was, like, so happy at the Malcolm boot. And then, like, there was in Ghost Island, there was, like, a reference to Malcolm. And she was, like, groaning during it. Like, I like, laughed at Malcolm losing final immunity. Like, she was, like, laughing at, like, how, like, funny it was that Malcolm lost final immunity. So, like, yeah, it is funny how, like, she hates Malcolm, I guess. Oh, wait, I'm an idiot. I was supposed to loot them. Because, again, like, I don't know how anyone, like, hates Malcolm. Like, I understand, okay, thinking he's overrated, that sort of thing. But, like, how do you actually, like, genuinely hate Malcolm? But it's also funny that her favorite on Edge of Extinction from the very beginning of the season is Chris. Like, literally, like, from the premiere, her favorite is Chris. Even though Chris is barely in the episode. Like, your fucking favorite is Chris. So, that's something. And also, that's another annoying thing about watching her watch Edge of Extinction. Is that, like, she is, like, on this, like, massive high horse of, like, how stupid it is. For, like, Wentworth and all them to, like, vote out Chris. When it's, like, they swapped. Like, they knew they were gonna swap. Like, I mean, the entire basis around, like, needing Chris for physical strength doesn't mean anything. Did you see a snake? I believe she did eventually. But not before she liked him. Someone will enough, just said they'll be upset if Liz wins. Oh no. Well. Oh well. Wait, again, there's a streamer that's watching Survivor for the first time. Do I still have it copied, the link, I wonder? Let's actually see what I paste. No, I have fucking Willy Wonka experience copied, so there we go. Let's see. I think this is the link. Yeah. This is a streamer that's watching Survivor for the first time. And I've been watching some of their reactions.
We have found one of the Masyaf keys already.
Wait, you're watching Devil's Plan Mid-Genius? What's the reaction moment he became known as Big Dick Chris? I mean, what do you expect? I mean, that is the reason why she likes Chris, though. Is like she obviously just finds him attractive. What will Neff would think of Gabon? I think he would hate it. Like, I don't know who he would root for on Gabon. And I think that's a big thing for Will Neff, is that he needs, like, someone to root for. And I don't think there's anyone in Gabon that he would like. Will Neff would be devastated at the Stevie boot, 100%. He didn't like Panama? Yeah, I knew that. So, yeah, I think that's, like, kind of a similar-ish thing. Or, like, I think he likes Suri, right? But I don't think there's, like, I think, like, I would assume he would like Terry, right?
Feel the material, hard as steel, but very light.
Actually, I should go back and watch his Panama.
I absolutely do.
Actually, maybe I should do that before I watch the season, or before I do the season ranking. Because actually, Panama is another one of these seasons I haven't watched in a while. I think the annoying thing, though, is I'm about to, like, I'm going to do the retrospective in a couple years. Well, I guess that is a couple years.
You think he does?
Yeah, whatever. I'll probably do that then. He hated Aris. Interesting. He liked Terry. Yeah, I would assume he liked Terry. I mean, I would be shocked if he didn't like Terry. Like, Terry feels like the prototypical person for him.
You were snooping, wandering outside the Desmond partition.
Yeah, let's see. Okay, where are we at the quiz?
So once the Animus located you, it pulled you back
what do these 5 players have in common? Barry, Rogue, Tarzan, Steve, Nova. They were 4th boots.
fail-safe program.
Or at least voted out in episode 4. Who's the odd one out? Ross, David, Sean, Janine, Luke. Sean is the only contender.
Of waiting.
Luke, Brooke, Sandra. That's where they have in common with Tobias, Khan, Phil, and Kara.
Delete you.
Well, my guardian angel.
There's no such thing.
What is Sandra? Do they think Devil's Plan Season 2 will have fraternities? I would not be shocked if it has like 1 or 2. Like, obviously Genius just continues to bring back people, even in casts like full of newbies. Like, there's always at least 1 or 2 returnees, so I would not be shocked. So what am I doing? Just go straight into it. I guess we'll do the next sequence, I guess.
Dear sister, Masyaf is overrun by a battery of Templars.
Definitely chilling out on reality TV this year. Yeah, I've not, like, I'm definitely chilling out in terms of watching new reality TV this year. Obviously, I'm still watching a lot of reality TV, and, like, I'm watching a lot of these, like, reactions and stuff.
Whether or not this
but, again, in terms of, like, new reality TV, outside of, like, the shows I cover, I haven't really watched anything but The Trust, I believe, right?
5 keys which were sent to Constantinople with Niccolo Polo.
I don't know where, like, I don't think they're saved anywhere because of her watching old seasons. I would watch them if they were.
Have already located one.
But yeah, I think they're
do not know how
gone.
difficult it will be to find the others. Only time.
Surprised he skipped Love's Wire considering he loves Alpha Guys. I think that was a lot more influenced by chat. Clearly not liking the season, people not as many people showing up for the season for like when he would watch it. So I think he was just kind of out. Sifu or Josh? Probably Josh? Maybe? Oh. Like, Sifu would have been a first boot had they ever gone tribal. Also almost gets booted until Sean quits. So at least Josh actually survived a vote. One that really must have loved Steve. He had tears in his eyes when he got voted out. Oh wait, not will not even GLP? Okay. Was that a thing? I actually don't remember that.
Well, to be precise, that is.
So someone say the other day that Blood vs. Water is their favorite season of all time. How? I just want to know how. Like, why is it your favorite of all time?
Very few.
Yeah, back to the Luke, Brooke, Sandra thing.
Have you been traveling long?
Like, Brooke and Luke were both 4th place, but then what does Sandra have to do with that?
And that search brought me here. When I was a child, father told me stories about the fall of Constantinople.
You must mean the conquest of Constantinople.
Like, I assume it's either Khan or Kara, but I don't know which one.
That we can agree on.
I'll go Khan. I don't know. George David Ben Law. Have in common with David Zaharakis, Nina, Anastasia, and Danny.
I have so much work to return to, but it is good to be home.
Wait, what does the thing say?
When I was your age, my interests were...
Oh, wait, notice the following questions are connection-based. All of them are limited to...
Incredible. I am surprised you got anything done.
As was my mother.
It was a pleasure speaking with you, Bayafendi. I hope you find something to hold your interest in.
I mean, I still don't know what the connection is between Luke, Brooke, and Sandra. Outside of, like with... They were, like, returning players to a degree.
A scholar and a gentleman. You are full of surprise.
Like, obviously, Luke and Brooke have a lot of connections. With them having the same track record. Wait. George David Ben, I think, is like a weird one.
Unless the legend is a lie, you are the man I long to
He's like, what does Ben have in common with David and George outside finding an idol?
La la la. Prego. Forgive me. I have a hard time remembering that Italian gibberish.
Like, did any of these other people find an idol on the original tribe? No, right? Well, it's just finding an idol in general. Nina and Danny did.
By your custom, I would be.
Actually, no, wait. Did Danny find an idol?
I like that.
She didn't, did she? Now I think about it. It was Flick that found the idol. So maybe the answer's Nina.
Come, mentor.
I'll go with Nina. Who's odd one out? Eden, Winna, Ferris, Rihanna, Alex. Eden, Winna, Ferris, Rihanna,
For
Alex.
centuries, it has been a home to orphans from Europa and Asia alike. You won't find more diversity anywhere
Like,
else
what
in the
is
city.
the connection
And for
there?
that reason, assassins make it their home.
This is
I
like
would like
Eden.
to see where.
He's like swap tribe wise, it doesn't work out.
Put the Borgias out to pasture.
He's like each one has like two.
Oh. Does everyone in this city know I'm here already?
Well, your Holy Land tussle with the Templars.
Oh, you're probably right. I mean, I'm not gonna take like I'll just get it wrong, but like yeah,
When I
Eden didn't
first
find an
set
idol.
out,
That's probably right.
Violence was so far from my mind.
Yeah, I didn't think about
I sought
that.
wisdom. The
That's actually
contents
insane
of
that Winna
Altair's
found an
library.
idol though. And Rihanna too, also. And Alex also. I guess really everyone but Ferris.
No, I
It's kind of a
assumed
surprise
as
there.
much.
Wait,
I never expected to find Templars guarding it.
Very troubling.
What do these five players have in common? Moana, Hope, David, Gennett.
He was
I mean, how do you actually pronounce his last name? It's Gennett, right?
dreams of restoring the Byzantine
Anyway,
throne.
Brooke,
But the
Shawnee,
going number,
Nick.
day by day, and the
What do they have in
Sultan bails
common?
his way out. They may try something dramatic.
Is there no heir to the Ottoman throne?
Not just one.
It's like they didn't all find idols.
It's a familiar pattern with these royals. When the
I don't even think they all had advantages, right? Because I don't think Mo ever had one, right? They all get voted out unanimously? No, Shawnee didn't.
Between the Templars
David
and
didn't
the
get voted out in
Ottomans,
that
you
season.
must stay busy.
Well, I guess if we're just taking All-Stars into consideration, I guess technically it could be their first seasons, or like including their first seasons. Actually, they all did find.
Try using the shotgun.
No, Shawnee never had an idol. Her first season, right?
Some for me, eh?
Actually, I don't know. Did Mo?
Must remember that.
It's within All-Stars. Okay.
Look sharp.
Does David say his name on Rush? He probably does, but I barely remembered the one episode that I watched of that.
The whole city wakens to
So it's within All-Stars.
First the regents, now the rats. Ottoman soldiers have a special.
What's the people again?
loathing for these
Moana,
Byzantine
David,
That gives us some
Brooke,
living room.
Shawnee,
How much?
and Nick.
Just a little. They'll still kill you if you look at them wrong. But they will feel bad about it later.
Touching.
It's not so bad, really. For the first time in many decades, the assassins have a strong presence here. It was
I would have
always
said
that
it's
way.
something like
Under
swap
the Byzantine
related,
Emperor,
but I
the
don't
assassins were hunted down
think it
and killed
is.
on the spot.
And again, like it wouldn't be advantage related. Oh wait, they all have. Wait, no. He's Brooke.
We're almost there.
Wait, I'm trying to think of this. David plays an idol on himself, right? Moana had an idol played on her by Matt. Oh, and also like Brooke played the idol on David. Anyway, I don't think Brooke ever had an idol played on her, though, right? Shawnee played an idol, though. Nick never had an idol played on him, so yeah, that doesn't work.
This way. Mentor,
Did he have some
say
sort of
hello to your
advantage plate on
extended
him?
family.
Salute a voi, assassini. It is an
I think I'm just gonna move on. I've wasted too much time there. Boot order of Celebrity Survivor Vanuatu? Fuck off. Not gonna bother. Sure, I don't think I can. I don't fucking remember. Like, okay, Guy, Justin. Like, Imogen. Fucking Nicole? Was that her name? Gabrielle? Was that her name?
There is a blacksmith nearby. He's a friend.
Buona idea.
Yeah, even after that, I'm like, who the fuck was that? Who was that boring guy? His name starts with an E, right? Elias? Is that his name? Elijah? Something like that, right? It's a really boring name. Oh, no, I forgot about David along the way. David's 5th place before Gabrielle. Then I don't even know the fucking Wayne. Was that his name? Guy before the merge. Okay, cool. Oh, do I have to fucking steal money? Is that thing you do? Oh no, I just hit the wrong button. Whatever. What, Amber? That was a person, right? Fiona? Was that her name? That one not super sane person. Then Ben is a person, and then Kim. Is that the entire fucking entire thing? Answer was that they were in top 5 confessional getters in All Stars. Oh. Okay, actually, yeah, that doesn't make sense, actually. But, like, that is funny that Nick is number 5. I think that's the thing that, like, would have thrown me off. The other 4 make sense. I did not realize Nick was number 5. Because that's just kind of funny that Nick is number 5. How far should I get into this? I probably should switch to Last of Us at some point. Because yeah, I still need to do daily run.
Praise the heavens.
Fearless Judge on Madhouse? What is that?
I am content with my own vices, grazie.
So, what's on your
For
mind?
All-Stars ranking after that season, he was number 1.
You call them Byzantines.
Like, Australian Survivor All-Stars? Like,
ago.
after that season, it would have been David one.
Remnants of a line loyal to the cause of the last emperor.
Or we're talking about, like, before it?
Who leads them now? I cannot say.
I don't know. Who was the best Australian Survivor player before All-Stars?
Ezio, where is your hook blade?
My hook blade.
That's actually like a really difficult question, isn't it? Oh, you mean US? Okay. Like immediately after All Stars, I think it stays the same. Probably. I don't know. I think it's tough because it's like All Stars. Like a lot of the people with like big reputations didn't do well. So it's like not many of those people went up. And the people that did well in All Stars like have like massive issues. So it's like I don't think I would feel right saying Boston Rob is the best Survivor player after All Stars, where he lost. It's like I think I would still say Brian, even though I have like more issues with Brian's game. But I think I would at least like feel better, kind of, about it. But I think Rob would definitely be pretty high. Yeah, would Jericho be best Australian Survivor player before All Stars? Like, maybe? I don't know. I guess, like, based on what my list was at the time, I guess that would be the case, right? Like, because the top 10 I did after All Stars, I believe Jericho was 2, right? What a masterpiece. There we go. Cool. If I have 4 of Luke's friends have now won Australian Survivor. Who are the 4? So we got Jericho, we got Pia, we got David. Oh, Mark. Is that like, are we including Mark in that? I guess like he did work with Mark, right? Try to save Mark. So yeah, I guess why. Okay, what the fuck? Yep, that's definitely what I want to do. Actually, that is kind of insane, though. Yeah, Luke has, like, worked with that many winners. Also, I find it funny how, like, Luke finally won a reality show and just, like, no one gave a shit about it. Where, like, Luke won, BBVIP. Yeah, obviously, it's just like no one cares about it at all.
Watch and learn. We call this a hook.
I saw someone rank AU 2002 higher than Australian Survivor Heroes vs. Villains. Was that Ben Waterworth?
Your opponent, and just as
Is that his last name? The Ben from Survivor Oz? Because I could see that coming from him. I don't know who else in their right fucking mind has it that high. Oh yeah, that was a shock to me. No one cares about BBAU. But again, he did get the majority of the vote. That is something. What if every person who got voted out with an item in their pocket played the right out? Probably not. I don't. I think someone already did that, right? But then also, it's like, I don't know. I think it's just
Let's go.
kind of like too much to play. It's just too much, like, just purely based on speculation. Ben Wireworth is just knockoff Will Neff. Is he? Like, I don't know if I would have compared Ben Wireworth to Will
Having
Neff.
fun?
But he thinks All Stars is the best season,
right.
though.
Let the hook blade do
That's
the work.
insane, right? Which actually, to be fair, like, Will Neff, I believe, has later said that Brains vs. Brawn is better. So at least there's that.
Ishtaboile, throw yourself into it.
But like, still, like, yeah, I still can't believe that he comes out of All Stars thinking this is the best season of the show ever. I could probably actually boot or list the boot order of 2002. But yeah, I don't know if I care enough to, though. Why was Sandra voted out? I mean, again, swap screwed. Also was there for daughter. Why was Damien voted out because he only had one leg? Or he had no legs, right, Damien? Titans vs. Rebels boot order. Let's see if I can get this from first boot to winner. So, like, obviously I know it, but I'm saying, like, can I get it offhand? So yeah, like Frankie, Jess, Peta, Tobias, Nathan, swap boots.
I'm impressed.
Viola, Sarah.
Like this.
Episode 9 was Garrick. Episode 10, Charles. Kelly. Scott, Winna.
Good man.
Episode. Wait, no, not episode. So final 12 boot was Eden. Oh my god, 11th place. Who the fuck was 11th place? Why am I blanking? Eileen. Mother Eileen. Jaden.
Tires of running. An assassin must take to the air.
Well, I thought it would be so much easier towards the end of this, but like it should be. Obviously, it's Valeria, Alex, Rihanna, Kitty, Kirby, Caroline. Oh no, fuck me, Kirby. Oh, fuck me, dude. Kirby, Raymond, Mark, Caroline, Ferris. There we go. Fuck me, dude. Not me forgetting Mother. I mean, how dare I forget Mother? Yeah, I would never forget J. Maya though. So I remember the one that was most important. David Bloomberg's a legend. Eh. David Bloomberg exists. I said Jaden, right?
A Templar scout. And another
Forgot the Sandra question.
Watch this.
What's that? I didn't forget it, right? Though, why was she voted out? I mean, she swap screwed / with her daughter / she's Sandra. Teacher was gonna lie. There was a medevac in 2017. That's false. Jenna Austin was the 5th person voted out of Champs Pretenders 1. Yes, I don't remember. Michael Warren was voted out. Episode 2, that's true. So is Jenna Austin not 5th voted out? Oh, no, wait, no. There was a medevac in 27, so that's false. So that's the one that's false. Duh, I'm an idiot. The other 2 are true.
I'll head to the bazaar. You stay here. Do you see that tower?
All right, who are the 2 Australian Survivor representatives on the Challenge Australia? John Eastoe and Brooke Jowett. I still can't believe Brooke was on Challenge Australia, by the way. I kind of forget that happened. Like John, for some reason, I remember John more than Brooke. But the Brooke got runner-up and everything. Okay, cool. What the fuck was that? Like, she did well in terms of, like, longevity. She didn't, like... No, she didn't do much, necessarily, like, entertainment-wise. But she wasn't bad, either. Like, she was just there. Mullet John's a legend, I guess. John was, like... John surprised me on Challenge. He's like, he was actually, like, kind of decent. And he was actually playing hard. Again, come from John. Oh, is this tower defense?
Is Yusuf with you?
An attack in the city demands his
I guess I might as well just finish this sequence at this point, right?
We beat back the Vanguard, but they are sure to send more troops.
Are your men ready for another
Even though ideally I wouldn't stream as late as I'm about to, but... It's like, yeah, I might as well fucking just finish the sequence, because it's... almost done, right? Or am I misremembering this? Except you do this, then you go help you. Maybe we'll just end after this, actually. Yeah, I think it is still like a couple more missions. Not in stream. I'll move on to Last of Us, but yeah, what's the next question? What was the twist for the second non-elimination tribal in Titans vs. Rebels? It was whoever got votes drew rocks to swap, right? Is that what it was? So yeah, there we go. That's the quiz. Oh wait, what am I doing? I'm not even doing this yet. Always hated John, not because he's a bad character, but his editing Transformers 2 made him one-dimensional repetitive. Yeah. But to be fair, that's most people on Australian Survivor. To be fair, I didn't like John at the time. I think as time goes on, I'm like kind of like whatever on John. It's like whatever. But as a quiz made by Radio Ranger, the Australian Survivor. Do I have the link still? Where is it? Okay, cool. I can't even find it anymore. I closed it a second ago. Wait. It's probably under, like, recently closed tabs, right? That should be a thing, right? Oh, there it is. I found it. Oh, okay, I guess you posted that anyway. Okay. It reminded that John was on All Stars. He was on All Stars. That is a thing that happens. What runner-ups do I think Jeff dislikes the most? Probably like Susie. It's the first one that comes to mind. Well, like he probably doesn't like Scoopin anymore, right? Which RGP podcaster do the best on Survivor? And who did the worst? I think that's... I actually don't know. Who would do the best on Survivor? Do worse? I think there's like definitely a lot of candidates. But do the best, I think, is like interesting. I could see Taryn doing well. I think Puya, like, I don't know if Puya is suited for Survivor. I think Puya is more of like a Big Brother person. I don't know though. I guess like too fair, like physical challenges and stuff probably isn't like Puya's strong suit. Yeah, Chappelle would be hit or miss. I don't think Mike Boone would do well. Oh wait, fuck! I have to do another Rutov thing.
Take your stand there.
Liana, I think Liana is also hit or miss. Like too fair. Actually, I think Liana would do well in the new era. So I guess like if we're talking about like Survivor now, yeah, I think Liana could do well. I think if this was like early 20s sort of Survivor, I think Liana would struggle. But I think modern Survivor, I think Liana could do better. I still don't get the sense that Liana is the most like the most like, I don't know, extroverted person in the world, to where like, maybe extrovert is not the right term either, but like, so I don't know how good she is in like massive social settings, but yeah, I think Liana could do well now on like modern Survivor. Shannon could be early. I think Shannon would be like, yeah, hit or miss for sure. More likely, yeah, probably an earlier boot. Right, Scally would not be the first person to vote out of 47. Hopefully not. Scally, I could definitely see Scally being an early boot, but again, also like I think Scally's like really good, like socially, to where like I think people would want to keep her around. I don't know if Scally is like someone I'm looking at as like someone that's going to do particularly well in challenges though. Jaden and Shan for rivals. I can't wait. It's kind of bad for her. She couldn't get the votes on Chappelle and Traders RTP. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, Liana, I mean, just in general, like, Liana is, like, known for, like, having, like, really good reads on the game. But just, like, very rarely getting, like, the influence to do anything with it. Where, like, that happened on Traders. I watched, so, like, Dwight from 43 has been, like, doing these, Blood on the Clock Tower games. And, like, the same thing happened there. Where, like, she, like, completely clocked all the bad people and just no one listened to her. Scally be like a Geo? I could see that. Zach would be so interesting to play. Sure. I do find it funny how, like, fucking RHP did a, what was it, 17th Placers Roundtable or whatever it was? With, like, Brandon, Maddie, and Zach Wartenberger. Which, like, it's funny that it's a world where, like, Brandon is the only person of those to actually make it through one tribal. Like, of all people, it's fucking Brandon Donlin. Oh, are they? I didn't realize that. Physical 100's doing weekly? Or, like, doing batches, whatever. Which is that makes it more likely that I'll just wait anyway. By the way, we never talked about this. Circle is back next month, right? That's happening. I'll watch it. I'm not gonna do a video on it, but I'll watch it. I don't know if I'll watch it in a like extremely timely manner, as in like I don't know, because like I'm assuming episodes will come out on Wednesdays like they have been. If that's the case, again, I got other shit to watch on Wednesday, so again, don't know. Okay, wait, how is this not? Wait, okay. Did I actually fuck this up? Because this is actually really stupid if I did.
Make your stand there. Make your stand there. I need you to hold that point.
Alright.
Make your stand there.
I think I fucked this up. But whatever. Still might as well try. Did I fail? I think I failed. Yeah, okay, that's annoying. Fuck me, I have to do this entire thing again. I forgot, it was like April something. That should be 40 shows this year. I don't know. I don't even know if I have the like motivation to watch that many shows this year. This is so stupid that I'm actually doing this again. Alright, whatever. I guess I'll fucking actually pay attention this time, though. The date on the quiz tripped you up? How was it listed?
Hold there. Make your stand there.
Yeah, Callum. Callum was fine. Like, I mean, like, I would say, like, he was probably in the upper half of people on Love Island games. Like, he brought stuff to the show. I mean, like, he's not like a dud, but he's also still not like, he's not someone I'm like that excited to see on another show, though. Is the Rowan boot the dumbest move ever made by a winner? It's up there. I don't know if it's like definitive number one, but it's definitely not good. This is your last stream before you go to Europe on Wednesday. Well, yeah, I guess we won't be seeing you for a bit, but hopefully you have fun. Hopefully we see you when you get back. The Trader's Cruise? Imagine I go on the Trader's Cruise. Imagine meeting Rachel Riley on the Trader's Cruise. I think Trishelle is going to be on there now too, which is funny. I don't have enough. I hate Christy because of her Rowan move. I mean, like, I think that was a dumb move. It's not like the only reason I dislike her game, but it's definitely a dumb move. What the fuck is this? What is this? Peter Weber's gonna be on the cruise? Thank God. Can't wait to fucking use Peter Weber. Paying $130 versus atrocious. Fucking Jag, Riley, Red, and fucking Cameron. Do you also get a burger and fries? That's also really fucking random. Yeah, that sounds terrible. Like that sounds miserable.
Make your stand there. Hold there.
Fucking going to a meetup and meeting fucking Jag, Riley, Red, and Cam. I think so, right? Like, obviously Elle beats Christy. I think Flick beats her, but to be fair, I think there would have at least been this, like, there would have been, some anti-Flick people. Trying to think about, like, Matt, I think, probably would have won. Because I think they had the same, like, level of, like, respect. Or, like, same amount of, like, enemies, but I think Matt had, like, a little bit more respect. I think Sam definitely beats Christy. Actually, I don't know. I guess, like, Sam could be caught up in the same thing as Lee, though, right? So, yeah, maybe not, then. I don't know. Like, I think Sam was more liked out there than Lee was, but, like, I guess, like, if they are really going after this argument of, like, you're honest and loyal when you weren't honest and loyal, then, like, obviously, yeah. Then that would be a thing against them there. Okay, so I guess we'll do this. Because I'm actually trying to win this time. Pay $100 for Riley to slide into my DMs. I can't wait for Riley to slide into my DMs. I can't wait to talk to Riley Smedley from BB25. My favorite player ever. Imagine, like, Riley's actually someone's favorite player ever. We'll put on buffalo wings? Well, one, I don't really eat buffalo wings. But I would rather have blue cheese than ranch. Man, I've never been a big buffalo guy. There we go. Christy worse than Michelle Fitzgerald? Yes. I mean, like, not by, like, that massive of a margin, but I would say yes. What I pay for is Alexis Maxwell? Obviously. Well, too fair, I don't know from, like, modern... Like, that'd be fucking weird from modern Alexis Maxwell. With her being, like, married with, like, 2 kids or whatever.
The Templars regroup. I will be with you.
I would say, I would for Maya, obviously.
Across the Halich. It's the fastest way to the peninsula.
I would for Maya. I would for Eileen. I would for... who else is, like... recent? Maybe Gabby, Victoria Baymonde, obviously. Yeah, there's more recent people. I don't even remember fucking Quebec's cast. I really just don't care. It was this clip. That is funny. You're an idiot. And then she says, we'll see. Yeah. I mean, she wasn't wrong. Michelle Fitzgerald be on Survivor 50? Probably not. But you never know. She could. Oh, did I make a pick? Oh, actually, now I think about it, I do. Was she the gamer person? She was like a gamer or something, right? I put Cassandra, Survivor, and up comes fucking Cass. Alright, whatever. Either way. Alright, well, I'm going to transition games. Again, stream will cut off for like 30 seconds. We'll be back with the daily run for Last of Us and then call it a night after that. But yeah, again, I'll be back in a second.